Hello, hello. Okay, welcome. Hello and welcome to Wrath of the Godkin, a D&D 5e campaign. It's a place where when we say that one of the players was being a bit of a bore, we mean that quite literally. Say hello to Ronnie, the Bugbear Fighter, Waylon, the Human Paladin, Oz, the Kenku Wizard, Kelkan, the Furbolg Druid, and Affinity, the Tiefling Bard. Uh, our heroes. Hey, Oddish, thank you for the resub. Our heroes are experts at getting themselves into trouble, but before they do exactly that, let's remind you viewers at home what happened previously on Wrath of the Godkin. So, previously on, after several failed attempts to befriend a dinosaur, the party met Zarnak, the lizardfolk wizard, keeper of the sacred green orb, which he was using to make the dinosaurs dance. The party talked their way out of a fight and made their way into some ancient ruins where they discovered a puzzle involving the green orb and three others they've yet to find. The party debated the morality of forcing dinosaurs to dance before heading off to a clearing where Kelkan transformed into a wild boar in order to convince the local hogs that he was totally cool. The plan succeeded, and Kelkan spent much of the evening rolling in mud with his fellow truffle hunters. The following day, the party made their way towards a pirate village where Waylon overheard some interesting information. A person named Horatio had been tasked with finding the sacred orbs as well, but another man named Naughty doesn't trust this Horatio. After relaying this information to the party, Fabian, the god living inside Waylon's head, informed him that he knows who Naughty is, with the implication that nobody's going to like this information. So that's what happened previously. Just a bit of housekeeping before we fire into it. Just a reminder, if you're watching and you want to get involved in the game, we have some donation incentives there. For 500 bits, you can name an NPC. For 1,000, you can inspire a player. And for 1,500, you can buff an enemy. The link to the Discord is right there. Thank you, Oddish. Oddish is also working as our DJ here today. We are down a player today. We are down Ruthie, who plays Waylon. She may pop up in the chat at some point. She's en route back home right now after a long work trip, so we wish her safe travels. But yeah, they will. Their character Waylon will be played by me for the time being, and they'll sort of fade into the background. We've done this before, and it worked pretty well then. So now we're gonna join our heroes as they have freshly donned some pirate disguises at the end of last session, and they're attempting to enter the pirate village. After just to clean up what happened at the end of the session with Waylon, after informing you all that Horatio and Naughty, whoever they are searching for these orbs, Waylon got like a really weird look on his face and wandered away for a few minutes. When he returned, he looked white as a sheet. Though you could tell something was up, he was being typically cagey about it, unwilling to fess up any details about what got him so spooked. Ignoring whatever was up with him for now, you've decided to proceed with your plan and try to infiltrate the pirate village, dressed in your pirate-ish outfits that you've cobbled together. Now I'm going to relinquish the reins of the campaign to you guys. What would you like to do?
Does that mean do I no longer get to learn a pirate accent way?
Waylon is going to be like, what? Huh? Pirate accent. Yeah, right. You know what? You're good. You're so piratey already. You know what? I'm gonna let you take lead on this, because I trust you. I believe in you. You do it. And he just gets pensive and lost in thought again. He's clearly something.
All right, me mateys.
Yeah, you know what? That's perfect. That's incredible. What you just did there is better than I could have ever expected for you to do. So the situation right now is you guys are you're sort of made your ways down from this lookout tower where you got the information you've been eavesdropping from, and you're around these cliffs, and so you're sort of like halfway between the lookout tower and the village. And yeah, you're able to do what you wish at this point. I think you said last time that everybody was Kelken and Wei and Ronnie are all gussied up as pirates.
Yep.
And Oz is stowed in a bag, and Affinity decided she looked piratey enough in her normal attire. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's where you guys left things.
Well, Oz didn't have a costume, so he's just gonna mimic from the bag.
Yeah. He's gonna sit in the bag.
Do we want to try to just take out pirates and take this ship? I admit I'm curious about this orb situation, but I don't know that it is our priority.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it helps to have a boat first, so I'm
Right.
team pirate takedown.
And the cave is pretty far away. It would be nice to have a secondary base up until whenever it is we need to leave. And having that base here seems like a pretty good idea.
Waylon's gonna get a very startled look on his face. He's like, no, the plan is sneak. Like, go in, be all stealthy. We're good at that, right?
So
Sneak.
that's the guy in chainmail, but alright.
No, I took it off. See? I ripped it. That's why you can see my chest hair now. So, you like that, right?
I'd rather not take off my armor. Are we dressed up as pirates so we can go in and lie, or are we trying to sneak in without being noticed?
I thought we were going and lying.
Yeah, lying. I don't do that because I'm a paladin. But you guys, yeah, let's just lie, and we'll sneak in. And
is that what your bullshit detector is telling you to do?
If that's what gets you to do it, then yeah, that's it.
What if we get caught? Like, I mean, do we fight then?
Yeah, fighting is the last resort, but I don't know. Wei seems pretty sure of himself here, so I say we go with that.
As I said before, I trust Wei with my life entirely, and so yeah, I trust this plan. I'm sure it'll work out, no hitches whatsoever.
I think what I think we should do is just play it cool. They don't know who we are. We might not know who they are, really. So
we definitely don't know who they are.
Exactly. None of us, not even me. So it's fine.
Should we ask who they are? Then we'll know who they are.
Sure.
So excited that you're talking so normally.
Be cool is the main thing.
Well, I guess I'll bring back. That's not really being cool. Is not one of my. I'm not proficient.
You're very brave looking though, so that's piratey, right? And Affinity, she looks like man, what's the nice way to? She's piratey, and Kelken. You stand in the back and behind Ronnie, and Oz, you don't do anything. Okay, that should be fine.
Whose bag is Oz in?
I think my bag.
Yeah, okay. You two together, you're a unit together.
Kelken looks slightly crestfallen that his elaborate pirate disguise illusion isn't going to be front and center.
If it comes to that, that's great. But we gotta get near the boat, right? We gotta leave here at some point. So, but we should probably scout, see where defenses and like if there's bad guys on it. So that's the idea.
Okay. Well,
we're just securing the boat right now.
Sure, hope you're not withholding any useful information or anything like that. But I think you're right. We need to get to the boat. So if it seems like the best option is trying to walk in like we're pirates that belong, then we can certainly start with that.
He's gonna like
lead the way, fearless leader.
He's gonna like look at you, Ronnie, real quick, and he's gonna try to connote with his eyes, like, you're just gonna have to go with me on this. Like, please.
I'm gonna try to connote with my eyes that I just said with my words that we're going with this.
He's so visibly frazzled. He usually tries to at least force a more like a smile or like a joke at the end a little bit more, and he's just like,
all right, look,
something has him agitated.
Well, it seems that we are agreed that the best course of action is to go in acting like we're pirates and hoping that we can sneak close enough to get to the ship and not attacking outright. So
actually, that's a great question. What's our end game? We're going in there to sneak, and then what?
Probably steal the boat, right? That's what we're doing. I thought that's what we're doing.
Are we still going to
Counterpoint.
tell them about the sandwich?
Oh, the sandwich.
I don't think we should tell them anything if we don't need to.
Do any of you know how to sail a boat?
Right. Oh, that's right. We thought maybe we would tell them about the sandwich so that they would go fight the sandwich.
Yeah.
And some of them would be dead.
Oh, right.
They take care of each other then.
Waylon.
And wasn't Polly the one who was going to drive the boat?
Exactly. She's not a helms person, right? But she probably knows something. And the kid got here somehow. Maybe he knows how. But I don't think any of us know how. Do we?
I can try.
Yeah, we can all try.
Couldn't go to the boat at all now? That we should in fact just leave here and go back and get to the other side of the island to get Polly and Tavian?
Well, for now, we could just sort of try and find where their big building is, where their boss man might be, and we try and persuade him that there is a very valuable artifact that he should be going after.
I'm getting a paladin thing.
Bullshit detector.
That I'm getting that, and it's saying, ooh, there's something in here. We should go. I don't know why.
We should go away from the pirates. Can you just... I know that you're using your senses.
Yes.
But you're saying we shouldn't attack them.
No.
But now you're also saying we shouldn't sneak into there. We should just leave.
Espionage. Surveillance. We go in. See if we can make a point.
Why would we go in if we are not trying to get to the boat?
To pit the two teams against each other.
Great! Yeah, thank you. Yes, that's a good one. That's a great reason. Yes.
Yeah,
because
as far as they know, we're a scouting team, and we learned about the sandwich, and we bring back information.
We have the note and everything.
We know.
Okay.
Ronnie is fully going to go along with this, but I think they would also like to make an insight check on Wei, who's being super weird.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I lost my sheet.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
It seems like this is what happens from your perspective. He went to go eavesdrop on these pirates, right? He got some information for them, came back, and he told you guys that there seems like there's two big key figures here. Horatio, who's looking for the orbs, and Naughty, who is, paid these spies to make sure that Horatio does the job of looking at the orbs. So based on that, it seems like Naughty wants Horatio to look for the orbs, and it seems like Horatio may not be doing a good job, and there is some mistrust there. You're able to piece that together based on what he told you, and everybody knows that much. But as soon as Waylon finished divulging that information to you guys, it looked like someone slapped him across the face, and he wandered off and came back white as a sheet. It felt like something happened to him, like he saw a ghost or something in that moment. And you don't know why, but you're getting sense that something is off. And he clearly knows something that he's not telling you.
Can I just go over and be like, Wait, if this is what you think is best, I'll have your back. But I hope that you're not concealing anything that would put a gesture, especially at like Kelkin's pack and like the non-tanky people, withholding anything that could put anyone in danger. In more danger than we are usually in.
He's going to lower his voice and speak to you in a very matter-of-fact way. I don't want any of us to be in more danger. I do think that boat might be our ticket off this island, but there's no way we're gonna get off without a friend. If these people are in charge of the boat, know how to, it's a big thing. It's a big vessel. We're gonna need more than us to be able to travel with it. And I think, you don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. Fighting might not be our best option. It's a pretty big village. God knows how many pirates are there.
Very well. I sort of open back up. I think Wei is right. We should see if we can gather some information about the size of the force here, the nature of the ship, and how many it would take to crew it. And perhaps there are some people who could be persuaded, and I do like the little money finger thing, to our cause.
I mean, if anything, shouldn't we be trying to find this Horatio guy? Because we do know where that orb is. Right? That's what the dancing dinosaur man had? For sure?
It certainly seems like he had one of these, apparently 4 orbs.
Oh, but he was nice. We don't want to send the pirates after him.
I was going to say, until necessary, I don't think we need to send armed folks against him.
Yeah, and the dinosaurs might be in danger too if we send the pirates against him. I'd like to keep casualties in that case to as low as possible.
I don't think we should tell anybody. If they're looking for these things, we shouldn't give that up for free. Because
we're already giving away one bit of information for free. That's the sandwich.
Well, we don't have to give that away for free. Certainly, we shouldn't give it for free. We could also potentially offer to recoup that orb and settle some of maybe our own scores that some of us might feel towards the sandwich in exchange for some service. We don't have to give any information away for free.
I would never dream of it.
Let's go in there, scope it out. We'll just play it cool, and worst case scenario, we get out of there, right? No use losing our heads in a village full of pirates.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess we just go.
All right. Well, I think our fearless leader here should take the lead, right?
I
Way.
was gonna say, will you take the way? And
Mm,
Ronnie raises her eyebrows at people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it, because Way sounds like Way, which is Waylon. I get it. That's very funny, Ronnie.
It's very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good.
And jokes are always funnier when someone explains them, right?
Yes, that's a thing of them. That is a thing of jokes. All right. Yeah, no problem. Got this. So he's gonna lead you guys towards
I'll sort of walk at his like side, like muscle-esque.
right. So you guys are walking side by side towards this pirate village. First thing you see is it's fairly sizable. It's about the size of like a hamlet. It looks like a fishing village. There's clearly a lot of buildings like haphazardly cobbled together. Not exactly a great looking place, but definitely a place where people have spent a lot of time. And there are two lookout towers, smaller than the one that you had previously been at, but there are guards manning them. So it seems like in order to get into the village, you'll at least have to address these guys. As
we're walking, I whisper, "Should we have like aliases or something, like cool pirate names that we give ourselves? Isn't that something pirates do? They give themselves cool names, like something. I don't."
That might not be a bad idea. I know it sounds like a bad idea. Said it in a way that sounded like a terrible idea, but it's actually a pretty smart idea, I think.
Well, see, if you can tell the rest of the group that in a way that makes it not seem like a bad idea, then that would probably fly better.
It's too late for that. You already spoke.
Damn. I can be blue.
Nope.
Again, that sounds
no.
okay.
Off to a bad start.
No, that's perfect.
Blue.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah, let him have his creative expression.
What is it? Blue gin?
Blue skin.
Blue skin. Okay. Blue skin the pirate. Okay. What are you gonna be, Finn?
Well, I guess, if we want to appear as a group, as a squad here, then I have to be let's see. I'm gonna be Cherry Bomb because they're kind of pink, and bomb sounds threatening, right?
I like
definitely.
that. I like that.
Cherry Bomb, blue skin, Oz is in a bag, so that's not.
Oh, no, I have a name.
Okay.
I can be all beard because I'm fuzzy and entirely beard.
All beard.
I love that.
That's
all beard.
All beard, blue skin.
Perfect.
Cherry Bomb.
We're on a roll,
Got
guys.
it. Tall beard. Just trying to think of one for Ronnie.
Ronnie is having a very hard time with this. And ends up going, iron knee.
Irony. Okay, great. That's
no iron knee.
Irony.
Irony.
My first name is Iron and my last name is Knee.
Irony. Yeah.
Do we need first and last names?
I don't.
Yeah, we need middle names too, actually.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It just Iron is fine. Iron is fine. Is that fine? Is that fine?
Mm-hmm. But he just nods approvingly. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, that's good. That's perfect. And I'll be I'll be Jackknife. That sounds like something. So there you go.
It does. That sounds good.
Okay.
That's better.
All right.
Could be worse.
Let's emerge from these bushes. So he just sort of steps
As pirates
forward
do.
towards the towards the guys. I'm going to so he's gonna walk over Iron. Yeah, I see that. Iron. Wait a minute, Ronnie. Iron. Wait a minute. You're just cheating. That's cheating. Oh, the irony of that. Okay. And who am I forgetting? Oh, I'm forgetting irony. Okay, so I'm going to take you to what you see on this map.
Do you want me to switch over the music to like ocean music or something? Since it's a.
Sure.
Do you have anything in mind?
No, I don't really. I mean, village is fine too, or ocean. Both are fitting.
Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack.
Yeah, that's it.
If we wouldn't get DMCA'd, then
Yeah,
sure.
that would kind of be perfect. Okay. So you guys are at the southern part of this map. That's actually perfect, right?
Ooh. There's so
Yeah.
many guys.
Yeah, you see a bunch of people over here. You see to the northeast, you see like a fishmonger selling fish. There's some like wagons here, but they don't look like they're for any purpose. They just look like they're busted down. No horses in sight. You see all sorts of like, there's like either there's some buildings over here. And these are the two lookout towers right here. So as you're approaching, this guy over here is going to call out to you and is going to be like, "Hey, who goes there?" Tis I, Jackknife. You know, just checking in, reporting for duty. You know, ship to sail, that sort of thing. Normal pirate stuff. I'm gonna ask Wei to make a performance check. He has the actor feat, so he has advantage on making deception when pretending to be someone else. So he's going to do a deception roll with advantage now. Okay.
Can I use my calming presence?
Yes, right? And that allows you to let him to get another chance, right? At a roll?
One more.
One more. Okay. So the guard is going to be like, "What? Pirate stuff? What pirate would say pirate stuff?" And what are you going to say to Waylon to give him a calming?
It's cool. Normal pirates probably are super into their own deal. It's not that weird that you said that. I think just, let them know that we have some useful information, maybe.
Wait, that's right.
Out.
He's going to take a deep breath and he's going to try again.
You got this.
So he gets another roll based on your thing, but he always has...
it says it allows him to re-roll the ability check. So if he always has advantage, then I guess it's with advantage.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird playing. I didn't expect. I didn't expect to be a DM PC in this way, but Ruthie's not here, so I gotta do it. Look, I don't want to really get into it. We're here on Horatio's orders. We know some information about something he's looking for, and, we're trying to be a little bit clandestine about this, but ask too many questions, prying eyes and ears might get the information out from under us. So we're trying to be sneaky here. If you could be cool about it. The pirate looks a little bit startled by this. Like he thought Waylon was being the asshole, but now he feels like he's being an asshole. Let me see how this sits with him. I'm gonna roll again. Okay, about the same. He's a little bit affronted by this. And what? How do I know you're not just trying to pull the wool over me eyes, huh? What information is this? How do I know you're not spies coming in here to sneak stuff away from us, huh? Way sort of like looks to the rest of you like, I tried. What should I do?
Do we look like spies? I don't really think so.
Hey! Take a look at this one! The other guard perks up his eyes. Hey! Who are you? Pretty lady!
Oh, you know, they call me Cherry Bomb.
One of them whistles approvingly.
Because, you know, I'm explosive, personality-wise.
I'll say she is. They both start, like, chuckling creepily. Hey, why don't you get away from that lot over there? Come hang out with us here. Show you how to work a harpoon gun. Get my drift. Yeah, harpoon gun. That's good. That's rich.
I would love to. But you have to let us through first, you know, in order to do that. Plus, we have some business to get to. But I would love to come back for a rehash.
Yeah. We have once we get our business done. She'll spend like the whole night with both you guys.
She just glares.
Does learning how to use a harpoon gun really take that long?
Shut the
I fell and like it's not. They're not talking about harpoon guns.
Yeah,
Oswald.
They said.
I know.
Oswald
I'll tell you.
whispers from the bag. Do you need me to bite one of them? I can bite one of them.
Quiet,
Maybe later.
parrot. So yeah, that's she's pretty, you know, and she's a performer too, so she knows all sorts of tricks if you get my drifts. Could you make a persuasion roll, Finn, please?
Absolutely.
With advantage, please.
Let's see. Persuasion. Oh no. Oh.
Can I
okay.
put my hand up?
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, because Wei has buttered them up a little bit, barely, and you have caught their eye. They're gonna be like, "Wow, don't take too long on your business, then, lass." Yeah. We want to show you how to work the guns, and show you the ropes and crab fishing. What? Crab fishing? What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. I ran out of stuff I know. You're a friggin' idiot. Don't listen to him. Come spend time in my tower. It's much nicer. No, mine's nice too. I just spit shined it.
Start walking in.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks, bye.
Ronnie doing their level best not to like lose it.
But you will come back, right? Yeah. Make sure you come back. Don't date any of those other guys.
She's just like waving, not even looking at them.
Damn. Did we just let another girl slip by us? Yeah, I think we did. But what a looker, huh? It's nice to talk to a girl. Yeah, it's always nice to talk to a girl.
What's that over to the right?
Over here?
Yeah.
This is a it's a fishmonger shop. It's a guy selling seafood, chopping up fish heads, slapping them down, just a general food shop. And there's a pirate. There's a pirate who is haggling at the shop, trying to get a good deal on squids. He really seems to like the squids. Yeah, I want to get something with some, extra tentacles, if you know what I mean. I keep telling you, They all have the same number of tentacles, unless there's less because a shark bit one. Yeah, but you can give me one with extra ones, can't you? No, I keep telling you, I can't. This seems to have been going on for about 20 minutes by the time you already got there. The fishmonger is getting a little bit irritated.
Lean over to Kel and be like, there's full of inappropriate innuendo in here. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I mean, wait. So the harpoon gun.
Right.
They're talking about their penis.
But then why didn't they just say that? Wouldn't it be
Because
a
I
lot?
think it's cute to do an entendre.
Ah, I mean, I kind of feel like it would be more acceptable to just let people know about your intentions straight up so they can make an informed decision about what they're gonna do, but that's just me.
You're right, but they weren't being cool to begin with.
So, so nothing was actually what they wanted to do? I thought they actually wanted to show Finn how to fish for crabs.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
And I just want to be clear, Finn. I don't actually want you to spend the whole night with them. Like a couple hours tops if needed, but that's it. I'm not a monster.
Wow, yeah, it's not like you tried to pawn me off or anything.
No,
like
I
that.
didn't. I just wanted us to get in to get the information, right? And your feminine, your beauty is an asset, and I was, giving you the. He's like doing a gesture where it looks like he's trying to sweep you up from behind, but it also kind of looks like he's trying to smack someone's butt. I was trying to, give you the old one of these. Help
I'm
you
just backing
out
up
there.
slightly.
Yeah. She's like laughing at this point. You're just charming as ever.
Ronnie has definitely wandered away from that interaction and is trying to look up to see what this ladder is about.
Ladder,
and maybe what's down the alley.
I'm not seeing a ladder. Oh, you mean this thing here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just okay. This thing right here is a carriage, almost like just a normal like traveling carriage, or maybe even a shop carriage that was likely either taken off a boat or at some point was shipwrecked here. And it is currently unoccupied. There's no horses to be seen. That is the carriage that you would use to step into it, as if it were like a shop or traveling salesman carriage with some sort of items inside.
Can I get any sense of what's down this alley also as I just move away from a conversation that makes them uncomfortable?
This alleyway right here leads back towards the jungle. In this direction leads up to the cliff sides from whence you came. And it's just a general alleyway basically between these two buildings. I can give you guys some other lay of the land if you would like about what you're looking at right here. Basically, what you're seeing is a long stretch of dock, almost like an extended dock, a waterfront sort of, and let's see if I can pull this back a little. And basically there is, at the end of the docks, you can see the backside of this like large sailing vessel. It looks to be about the same size as the merchant ship you were on at the beginning of the journey. And it is currently docked and weighed anchor right there. There's a bunch of just crates there. There's like a well right here for drinking water. Over here, it appears that there is a little creature of some kind, a little green creature sitting on top of a table, and it looks like some sort of seaside cafe. And then over here, you see it looks like there is a dragonborn in the stocks being harassed by two pirates there. Over here, right in front of you, Ronnie, I guess right south of where you're at, it looks like there is a shop of some kind, but it looks very shady. It says Salty Sal's outside. And over here, it looks like it's another building that seems like, based on like, you see a few pirates coming in and going out. You're not really sure what's in there, but it just seems like it's a place that gets a lot of foot traffic. And over here, there is a path that just leads deeper into the town.
Can I poke my head? I don't want to hold everyone up, but I want to sort of poke my head and like knock on the threshold and see if there's like anyone in this little carriage and if there is anything for sale.
Sure, you can. When you look inside, it looks abandoned. It looks like it is so dusty and cobwebbed that it hasn't been used in some time. It does look like it was probably stolen off a different vessel because it looks a little bit too nice to be of pirate make. You know, it looks a little bit nicer than everything else, but right now it is just like almost like an adornment in the town. Like a lot of stuff, it is refuse that is basically placed around the village, almost as furniture or decorations. Over here, this building that immediately to your south and east is the place that has Salty Sal's written on it. That is the shop right there.
Does anyone mind if I pop into Salty Sal's real quick?
Sure.
You don't have to wait. It's cool. I can catch up. I just want to see what they've accumulated.
Go for it. I mean, do the rest of you want to make a shopping trip, or?
Oh, this is the first
whose bag
place.
is Oswald in again?
Yours, Kelkan, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it couldn't hurt to look around a little bit.
You are also. I want to say it doesn't look like you guys are sticking out very much right now. It doesn't seem like anyone cares you're there at all. So at this point, if Oz wants to say stick his head out or come out of the bag at any point, it probably wouldn't cause that much of a commotion. There seems to be a lot of different types of pirates, different types of creatures. So even though Oz isn't like looking very cutthroat, it doesn't seem like people are going to get that upset right now.
Oz is enjoying his time in the bag, just quietly humming sneaking music.
Okay.
Oz, you comfortable in there? You need anything to eat, to drink? You okay?
No, this is great. Your bag smells like fur.
I'm not that hairy.
And a
Blue
little
skin.
bit like boar, strangely enough.
I'm never gonna get that scent out of my skin, am I?
No, that's forever.
But I'm good. Just make sure to feed me every once in a while, and I'll be great in here.
Awesome.
I don't know.
I just threw on the town playlist, by the way.
Okay.
Because the ocean one's very short. So you step into Salty Sal's. It looks like just a real piece of crap hole in the wall. There seems to be some sort of guard there who straightens up and gives you the eye as soon as you enter and crosses his arms, trying to look intimidating. But he's like sitting on a bunch of broken barrels, so it's hard to be super intimidating. This guy back here seems to be the owner of the shop, and he is like peeling an apple with a knife, and he looks at you. He gives you an up and down with his eyeball poking out under a bandana. Hey, what can I do you for?
Oi,
Ahoy.
what do you have?
Well, what do you need? Got a lot of stuff in here. It doesn't look like he has a lot of stuff in there based on what you're able to see, but you get the sense of this place that it's probably a front of some kind.
I don't need anything. If you have something that's appealing, I might want it.
What appeals to you then?
Not game. And I turn around and go to leave.
Hey, wait! You're a big creature, aren't you? Bet you can handle your own in a drinking contest, huh?
Affinity perks up.
I've been known to drink.
Oh, all right. What's say?
But bonus, in case you all forgot, in fact, they have not really.
Make it all right. Make a deception. Make a deception check on. I've been known to drink.
Like that's a avoidant way of answering that question. Okay, fine. Don't make me do charisma stuff.
Well, what we've got here might be a little bit too much for you, Biggie. He he goes to grab a little keg from under the table, and he slaps it on top of the table, and from the spout on the side, pours you both what looks to be just like pure poison. It's like green. It's the consistency above the table of Nickelodeon Gack. And it oozes into the mugs, and he pours you one, he pours himself one, he goes, cheers, and he just swigs it and imbibes it, some of it dribbling down and getting onto his chin, and then he wipes it away with a long tongue, and then he eyes you as if, now it's your turn.
I don't understand. Why would I do? Or is there a wager of some kind? I don't understand why I would do this thing now for this strange sludge.
Are you saying that to him?
Yeah.
I knew you didn't have it in you. And he pushes the other glass to his friend, who goes over and grabs it.
All right, I go and try to grab it in front of the friend.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Stupid.
Oh!
Well, I grab it easily.
You bang your fist on the table so that it jumps in the air. The mug jumps in the air, and you snatch it with your hands as it's.
Oh god, it's a whole mug of slime.
Yeah, it's a whole
Not
mug.
a shot.
It's a whole mug of sludge. And you grab it. It's now in your hand, and they both are wide-eyed with they're so impressed by this.
Can I try to do a very quick casual survival check to see like what the fuck is this stuff, if I can recognize anything about it at all?
Because it's so fast, you're not going to have advantage on this. Ugh. Okay, you have no clue. This is like nothing you've seen in Sylvandia. This is maybe some sort of island or Plantania specialty, but it really looks to you like just like if you saw this as peat moss in a swamp, it could be that straight. This guy drank it and he looks fine, but that, he also looks like one of the saltiest pirates you've ever seen. So.
He also doesn't actually apparently look that fine overall.
Yeah, exactly. He looks no worse than when you came in, but he started at like a 2 out of 100 when you walked in. So it's not.
All right, I'm gonna bang my fist on my chest, and cast guidance on myself, and chug it.
Okay, great.
Can Finn use an inspiration also?
I don't think Finn is here, right? You're still outside the store.
We're all hanging out outside.
I thought she was peeking in.
All right, you can be peeking in if you
want.
Right,
people haven't moved, but she did say that when they said drinking game or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she heard that, and she's now standing on top of a carriage. She seems to have lost all motor functions.
Oh, her tiefling ears.
So, wait, you remind me what guidance is going to give you in this situation? Is that an extra roll or what?
Yeah,
It
extra
adds a
D4
D4.
you get to add to your
Oh, okay,
check.
okay. I think in this case, because Finn was so far away, I don't know that Finn would have been able to hear what was in, because this door is the kind that is just going to swing shut afterwards. So
Right.
I don't think Finn knows what's going on in this moment, but I do think that you're able to cast guidance on yourself, and so what are you're at full health right now, right?
Yep.
Okay,
It's a
great.
great question.
So
What a question.
as you're drinking this, you actually get the feeling that there's something wrong with this beverage, but it does have some sort of healing, restorative properties to it. But it doesn't taste good, and it's also kind of silty. Like there's either sand in it or gravel or something that shouldn't be in a food or beverage, and any regular chef would know that. So you're going to need to do a con save to see how you react to the unfavorable parts of this.
A con save. Okay.
Okay, you easily pass. You've had to forage, a lot of the time, and you've even grown to love foraging just with your time on the wild. And this is gross, but you've actually eaten way grosser. Flavor wise, you think getting mud in your mouth is probably worse than this. It looks worse and it smells worse than it actually is. And you could see you'd actually be curious about getting this stuff to an apothecary, because it might actually be there. It might be a way of filtering this out and making a pretty a good healing potion out of it. If it weren't for the potential side effects, you don't think that you want to feed it to your the other party members necessarily, but it's good, and you get a little buzz from it, but nothing so much that it affects you in any way. The other pirates in here, their eyebrows raise, and they see you sort of just like holding your own, not a hiccup or a tilt in your stance. uh they're a little bit baffled by that. They thought it was going to knock you on your ass, you get the sense.
Ha 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 ha.
What?
Fine brew.
Huh. Well, all right then. I thought. Huh. Well,
Now, will you tell me what you actually do for business here?
yeah. I mean, you can get all sorts of stuff here. Weapons, whatever. We also got some other stuff too. Seem like you can handle it, but I don't see what's in it for me to show you. I mean, you might be a little bit. You might be strong, but you might be a goody two shoes too.
I might. And what might be in it for you is if you have anything worth my time, it might be worth my gold.
What are you looking for? Weapons?
I'm currently looking for you to tell me what you have. Weapons, certainly interesting.
Sure.
Apothecary, interesting. What do you have?
Well,
Impress me.
sure. Well, we've got all your basics in terms of weapons, armor. Not all of it's in the best quality. Some of it's, had former owners. You might have gotten a bit waterlogged at sea. But, yeah, if there's something you're looking for in terms of weaponry, we can supply you. He sort of brings out a few cases from underneath the table that seem to have an array of the kind of things you might find in a general store or adventure store. Clubs, daggers, great clubs, crossbows, whips, that kind of thing. He also has some more general adventurers stuff, climbing kits, healers kits, that kind of thing, rope, spy glasses, although the spy glass he has looks warped and not that good.
Can I? Okay. Well then, assuming that he doesn't have or isn't showing me anything unique or particularly impressive, I think I'll just try to buy a handful of daggers for Finn and a healer's kit or two, and then see if they'll throw in like 2 flasks of this weird stuff so that I can do science on it later.
Okay, sure. Let's see here. So you're looking for some daggers, right? Daggers are only 2 gold a piece, so you can get however many you want of those. He also has, you notice that he's sort of like put in a little small box to the side what looks to be just like a lot of weird stuff, and it looks shady, but you're not sure what it is necessarily.
Okay. So I want to buy a bunch of daggers.
Okay. He's got about 10 daggers in a box.
I'll buy 10 daggers.
Okay.
2 healers kits. And offer a little bit extra for some samples to take away of his bad juice.
Yeah, he's gonna give you to be clear, you want healer's kits, not healing potions? Because healer's kits functionally are kits with 10 uses that you can expend a use to stabilize a creature who has 0 hit points. That's its function within the game. If you're looking
I'll
for
take 1 healer's kit, and
okay.
Does he have potions? That aren't this weird bad juice?
He has 2 regular potions of healing. The healer's kit he has is 5 GP. So right now you're at 10 plus
25. 5. Oh, 10.
2 times
10 daggers.
Daggers
and 5.
2. 2 times.
Yeah, but I'm buying 10 daggers times 2,
25.
Right?
Gotcha.
And so 25, 2 regular healing potions.
Okay, I believe those are each 25. Let me pull up the thing here for shops. I think all basic shop or basic common. Oh, I'm sorry. Potions of healing. He only has 2 of them. Each one is 50 GP apiece.
I won't buy those. I actually think we're in not terrible shape on potion front. But I would like to buy the 10 daggers, 1 healing kit, and see if he'll
give you some of this stuff.
Sell me some of this bad juice.
Yeah, he tells you it's called grog, and he'll give you as much of it as you want, really. It doesn't seem like it's in short supply around here. Seems like it is as Malort is to Chicago, so is grog to this village.
That's so much worse than what you described earlier.
Well, you have the constitution to be able to handle this Malort-like flavor, this black licorice stuff.
And then I'll be like, just sort of like try to nonchalantly be like, and how much for the box of junk?
He starts laughing at you. He's like, if you'd known what you was looking at, you wouldn't call it junk. And he goes to put it away like you're not ready for it.
If you'd known who he was talking to, you'd have known I'm ready to pay.
Maybe to pay, but not to use. You got some stuff in here. It might be a little bit above your pay grade. He's gonna hold up a vial. And it looks like it's got something inside it, like little shaved pieces of it. He says, "Tell me, if you really are a person of this world, what, pray tell, would this be?" And it looks like a little vial of something shaved, and you can use let's see, what would be a good, I would say, like, either an investigation or a wisdom, a general wisdom check to try to figure out what this is.
Like a perception or a survival? Those are my wisdom.
I don't think it is perception. I think I mean a straight wisdom. Either a straight wisdom or an investigation.
Well, investigation is negative for me. So, okay. We're gonna go. Would you say that maybe less than a minute has passed, or that I could run my hand through my hair and cast guidance on myself again?
I would say that you've probably been in there for about 5 minutes total at this point. Since you've cast guidance on yourself you've been perusing and going through this stuff for about 5 minutes. So you've probably been in there about 10 minutes total. You haven't used your guidance yet, right? How long do you have to use it?
It only lasts a minute, but it's a cantrip, so I can cast it unlimitedly. But it's just
does it have verbal components that you would say out loud, like you would notice?
Verbal and somatic. That's why I keep trying to combine it with other actions that I do.
Right. So, but you would be. I think if you were to do this, it would give you a way that you don't know, since it does have verbal. Whereas if before you do take a drink, you could pass that off as you toasting yourself almost, so to speak. But in this case, you have.
I gotta ask.
Sure. No. That totally makes sense.
Okay. Do I have anything else that will help with this? Because my wisdom is medium. Okay, well, just a straight wisdom check it is then. Well, that's a nat one.
Oh no.
Is that iron shavings?
He starts laughing at you and he puts the box away. He's like, I thought you were lily-livered. Maybe you can hold your drink, but that's about it. Anything else I can get for you?
Apparently not. And I will just go ahead and put down one extra gold piece, just as a tip.
Thank you kindly. He tries to take a bite out of it to make sure it's real. And then he flips it to his bodyguard type dude, who's like, and grabs it and is really excited.
So 25. So I spent 25.
Yeah, you spent the healer's kit, right? And then 10 daggers. Yeah. That was it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the weird grog, but it sounded like he just gave them to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. They are... I was going to check the pricing on that, but I got distracted by... let's see. It is... It would have been... basically... I mean, you're getting them to go in vials, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say that is... basically 4 silver pieces total for those. Not very expensive.
Okay. I come out and just give the the daggers to Finn and say, they have a box of cool stuff in there. I can't tell what it is, but they seemed protective of it and weird.
You mean cooler than these sick knives?
Well, I don't know what it was because I couldn't tell, but they wanted it to be secret, and that makes it interesting.
True. People don't, I guess, hide things that are not super cool, so...
Ooh, was it the orb maybe? What did it look like?
As I recall, it looked like a box full of weird little junk.
Oh, never mind then.
That doesn't sound very cool.
At least one of them was a vial full of small flakes of stuff.
I mean, for all you know, it could have been his dandruff.
It could have been. For honestly, I really had no idea.
Finn, make a when Ronnie says a vial full of small flakes of stuff, and looking at this shady place, make a wisdom check to see if you could piece up together what it might be.
Okay. Nope.
That's a save, though. Does it make a difference?
Oh.
Yeah, do a regular roll, not a save.
Just kidding.
It does not make a difference.
Wow.
You know.
Rolled 4s either way. So you're pretty sure that back home there was like this cupcake shop, and you're thinking this might either be sprinkles or chocolate shavings. You're not sure which.
Sounds like it could be kind of delicious, but I'm not that hungry right now, so...
The potential dandruff vial could be delicious? Okay. I didn't know you had weird tastes like that, Finn.
Well,
Wait, was it a box of thing or a box of snacks?
I was thinking, like, some chocolate crunchies, something like that. Like an ice cream topping.
I thought it was a box of things, but it could have been a box of snacks. I really don't know. I drank some weird stuff. It didn't feel good.
Ozzy's beak pokes out of the bag. I like snacks.
I would also like to get push the healer's kit into the bag to give to Oz, so that Oz has the ability to stabilize people easily.
This as you guys have been talking, this pirate who is haggling over squids is going to come up, and he's like, "Hey, I saw a beak in there. Is that a squid?"
No.
Oswald makes parrot noises.
Parrot noise? That's not a parrot noise. A parrot! The squids of the skies. And he walks away, looking wistfully.
I'm not a squid.
Having my hand in the bag to have given Oz the medicine kit or the healer's kit, Ronnie just pats Oz a little bit. You're much better than a squid.
Yeah, you'd probably be dead by now if you were a squid in a backpack, so...
I don't like squids. All the tentacles freak me out.
What? But they're delicious.
Both of those are true.
As you guys are discussing this, you see a let's see if I have. I don't think I actually made this character sheet, but you do see. Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Here he is. Yeah, there he is. You see a very worried-looking skeleton run up and begin looking around. He looks at the squid-loving guy who's sat by the well, and looks like he's setting up to try to fish for squid in the well. He looks at him and he shakes his head. And he looks at you guys. He almost bumps into you guys. And he's just like staring at you. He looks up and down at Kelken. And he sort of like tilts his head back and forth, almost with the bone shaking, rattling inside. And he's like, maybe. And he sees Ronnie and is like, ooh. He almost takes a step back, a little bit frightened by Ronnie. And then he comes around this basket and he sees Affinity and he's like, oh, of course, Mademoiselle, you are perfect, you're perfect. And he like grabs her hand and he begins like trying to kiss it, but he doesn't have lips because he's just a skeleton.
I mean, I know.
Yes, then you see, you're exactly what I'm looking for. Are you, by any chance, a bard?
Yeah. Yes? He's
yes!
Like,
oh, happy day! Oh, this is the happiest day of my life! Mwah, mwah, mwah. He attempts to kiss you. It kind of hurts a little. It's very brittle, as his, like, skeleton, like, non-lips are pressed against your hand. I am sorry. I get ahead of myself. My name is Stromboni. I have a very sad lot in life. I run a puppet theater. A puppet theater for the children, the poor, unwanted children of the town. You see,
oh wow,
the pirates, they make love. They leave their children all over the town, and they do not claim them. The unclaimed children, they run wild. They stab at the people. They steal from the people. They do all sorts of mean tricks for the people. And so, here I am, the lonely, undead puppeteer. And what do? I become their babysitter for all of these little rascals and ragamuffins. Oh, it is horrible. If I had tear ducts, I would be crying right now. Oh, I try to teach them lessons, you see. I try to teach them lessons. I've given them many of my puppet shows, like Don't Stab the Sleeping, and 1 cup of rum is enough, or Shoot cannonballs, not the babies. But they do not listen. They do whatever they wish. But you must have something in your bard's bag of tricks they have not seen before, yes?
Wow, that's so much information at once. Yeah, if you're looking for tricks, I guess I'm your girl.
Perfect! Then you will perform for them, and then they will not stab anyone, yes?
You want me to perform for children?
Yes, of course, but not regular, nice, behaved children. Vengeful, angry, stabbing, poisoning children. Okay? Perfect.
I don't know, that just sounds like regular children to me. Just like looking back at everybody else.
Kelkin just kind of raises his hand and is like, but isn't stabbing good? You stab people all the time.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing on the list, for sure.
Yeah, it can be fun.
I see. Your friends. They are much more the violent pirate type. I can tell. True pirates through and through. Not like you and I. We are creatures of the arts.
I mean,
did someone say R?
You're not wrong about that. Is this, I'm not exactly, as you said, a babysitter though. So like, is there gold in this? Are you trying to hire me? Here, take a business card. She hands him her business card.
What does the business card say on it?
It's just like a really like, almost like AI'd magically photo of herself, like doing a really extravagant trick.
Oh, bellissima! This is perfect! Please, let me guide you to my puppet theater. There, you can perform for the children. And yes, I will give you a reward. I will find something. I'm not rich in the ways of gold, but I can give you something if you entertain the children.
She looks back at everybody else. I mean, something's better than nothing, but you have to let my assistants come along.
Yes, of course. The whole troop can come along.
Perfect. I guess this is what we're doing now?
I mean, we have a job, but I'm down to take a break to watch a magic show.
He starts
also, yes,
absent-mindedly.
As we go,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I would just like to. Can I just be sort of running some, like, I don't know, passive perception or active perception checks in terms of, like, oh yeah, I forgot that we were trying to be like scope someplace out because Wei got super weird about it.
Wei almost looks like placid at this point. This is going a lot better than he thought it would based on his expression. He doesn't look half as scared as he was before. It looks like he's letting his guard down slightly, and you can also tell he is vaguely amused by the idea of Affinity performing for some weird skeleton and children.
That's cool. I'm glad that Wei's feeling more relaxed, but I think Ronnie is still like, you're right. We need to scope out like who here is maybe recruitable. What are the situations? Who is legal, loyal to who? Blah blah blah.
Do a perception check for me, or an investigation, whichever you would prefer.
I think we know what I would prefer.
Perception. I'm not sure why you prefer that. That's not a very good roll. It's only a 12.
Well, it's because without that, it would have been a 7.
You are looking around, and based on your experience on the vessel that you came in here on, the Sea Hag, it seems like everybody here is like a low-level mook to you. You're not getting a good sense from any of these guys that this, if there's some sort of inner circle here, this is definitely not it.
Thanks.
The skeleton is going to take your hand, and he's going to lead you over this way. And he's going to lead you past this, this Dragonborn who is in the stocks right here. Let me see if I can give you a picture of him. Will this work if I do this for you guys? Oh, it's not showing. That's very odd. Let's see.
His token popped up on screen, like his full image.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
He looks sort of like that. He's like a big burly guy.
God damn, he is jacked.
He's jacked. Yeah, he is. But he's currently in the stocks and bound. He's in wooden stocks. And he's chained with his arms behind his backs. His head is through this like wooden plate thing, and his arms are bound behind his back. And as Affinity, are you guys following, or are you guys just keeping your distance and watching her being in the way?
I'm following.
Okay. So, Wei is going to walk after too. And so as you guys are going by, these two guys seem to be guards of this this Dragonborn guy, and they're just like flicking pieces of food at him as he's desperately trying to catch some in his mouth. He looks like he's like a little bit starving. And this skeleton Stromboni is going to he's going to walk past as if this is nothing he's involved in. Oh, sorry, I grabbed Affinity by mistake. And he's going to call out to you, Finn. This Dragonborn is going to call out to you as you pass. Hey, love, if you find a extra sandwich or something around here, be sure to pass it my way. And this guard's going to go up and like kick him with a knee into the chin. And he's just going, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Affinity is gonna take note of that silently, but not say anything.
Any chance that I could try to just like, as we are walking, just like past here, especially while they're distracted by Finn, who I assume is just distracting.
Naturally, yeah.
Try to like slip like a python or like some like small like item to help to see if this guy can pick his own locks.
Oh, sure. What do you have on you that you could use? Pythons? Those could be used for...
They're like the rock climbing things, but
Right,
I, as a real person, don't really have any idea of what they're like.
Well, I believe what they are like is they're about...
Pythons are spikes, right?
Right.
Like they're just metal spikes.
Right. And so they're basically like sharpened rods that are about, I don't know, maybe the size of like a little bit bigger than a quarter, right? Or something.
No, I think for climbing pythons would be bigger. If they're climbing pythons, like maybe like a pencil or something, like a small pencil.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think they're like bigger than like
they have
bobby
a circumference
pin.
That big? Or wait.
Almost like a smaller stake.
Yes, exactly. They're sort of like metal stakes that you would use to jam into a rock face and hammer in to create places to either tie ropes or climb, right?
Like way smaller than like railroad spikes.
Right.
Correct. I feel like they are built to be like kept in the palm, right? Then you're supposed to single hand them. So you're just slipping him this thing. You're not exactly. You don't have like a game plan.
I'm not stopping. I'm not helping. I'm just giving him a little guide.
So make a sleight of hand as you're passing behind him to see if you can hand it off to him. Okay, as you give it to him, it hits his chains and bounces to the ground. And this guard is gonna see it and be like, "Hey, what were you doing there? When did you get a hold of this?"
I immediately smack his like him away and be like, "Get your hands off of my stuff."
Your stuff? I saw this came right out of this guy's arms. He's pointing to the Dragonborn. He seems to think that the Dragonborn was hiding it, and that's where it came from.
This is mine. You can see it came from my set of 10 pitons. Well, and I am currently missing one.
What were you doing with it?
I'm organizing my belongings. I just came from the weird shop.
Make a persuasion check on that.
Fuck me.
Oh no.
I'm keeping it. It's mine now. That way neither of you is gonna get any more funny business. And he like kicks this Dragonborn again. The Dragonborn takes the hit, but he doesn't look like he almost looks like he's been used to taking hits like these, and he sort of gives you a sly look on the other side of his head, and he's just sort of like gives a smile that seems to say, thanks for trying.
Cool. Yeah, that was what I had there.
So the skeleton is going to lead you to a little makeshift like a really poorly put together shop front that is a puppet theater. It has a little stage, and it's there's a bunch of in this area there's like a bunch of really angry ragamuffins. They certainly look like just miniature pirates. Some of them even have peg legs and hooks for hands. They look like just like the saltiest, meanest group of kids you've ever seen. And as soon as he takes the stage, they all start booing and throwing fruit and refuse and God knows what at him. Starfish, some things that should probably not be named, boogers and phlegms. and he just takes it and ducks it, and he's trying to get their attention. My friends, my friends, please stop, please. They don't seem like they'll be stopping anytime soon. Way's gonna saddle up to you and be like, "Ooh, looks like a tough crowd."
I mean, you know, I technically performed for worse, and yet somehow, when they're small, it's worse. It's more intimidating.
So eventually he gets them to stop booing enough that he is able to present you to the crowd. Today, we have a very, very special guest for all of you. And it is with great honor that I announce that I am not the one performing. All the kids cheer happily and start applauding, knowing this will make him extra sad.
Kelkin joins in just because everyone is clapping.
Oswald has slipped out of the bag and is with the group of children clapping.
Oswald slips right into the group of children. He's like almost the same size as them, and despite being a little bit better put together than the rest of them, they seem to accept him as just another one of them. Although a couple of them are the littler ones are immediately like picking at and getting their dirty hands all over the costume just because they're curious. Stromboni is going to gesture to you as if to like take the stage and address the crowd. Here we have the amazing what did you say your name was?
And in this moment, she's debating if she wants to use her real name or the code name that.
You have given me your card right here. It is Affinity. Affinity Amberfield.
Ta-da!
Make a charisma check for your ta-da.
Where did it go? Here we go. Don't fail me now.
The kids are kind of impressed. They don't make a lot of sound, but they are wide-eyed and they aren't throwing shit at you. They're just sort of like confused as to why something that looks so relatively clean and polished has come to their town. You might be the shiniest thing they have ever seen outside of gold. Stromboni's gonna step forward and he's gonna be like, yes, and this Affinity, she is an incredible performer of... And one of the kids throws a brick at Stromboni and it just clocks him across the jaw, and his head spins around several times before he grabs it and straightens it. He's, ah! Oh God! Why? Stop talking! Let her do something! She seems cooler than you! And all the other kids clamoring, yeah! Yeah! Alright, fine! You do whatever it is! I need to sit down! And he goes to sit down
Before Finn
on
takes
some
the
trash.
stage, I just wanna, I will just, as she's walking by, brush past her and cast Eagle Splendor on her, so she has advantage on charisma checks for an hour.
Okay, great.
Oswald is joining in with the yelling children like, yeah, let's do something instead.
Yeah, listen to the bird kid! Bird kid. All the crowd starts to get behind him. At this point, Affinity is on stage in front of these kids, and they are expecting something great.
All right, she's just gonna start going with a little preliminary card flip, right? How many of you have seen a magic trick before?
They all raise their hands.
All right, but have you ever seen a magic with fire?
They all raise their hands again.
Okay.
My mom set my dad on fire.
She laughs, but then tries to like hold it back. Oh. Yeah, mommies do that sometimes. Anyway,
The kids nod in agreement with this.
well, for this trick, I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience.
Is Oz raising
And
his
she
hand?
pretends to search.
Oz
The
is
crowd.
enthusiastically raising his hands. You can hear all of his beads jingling as he jumps up and down.
Your first magic
Oh,
show. Of course, there's an audience plant.
Yeah, alright. What was it? Bird Kid? Come on up here.
That's me! I'm Bird Kid! And Oswald excitedly goes up.
Yeah, Bird Kid.
He has the popular vote.
One of the other kids is like, "Who's Bird Kid? What is happening?"
Alright, alright. And she sort of like, aligns Oz next to her, and then from nowhere just pulls out like a torch.
Okay, so she's pulling a torch out of the air, right? Out of thin air. It's a prestidigitation sleight of, or not a real prestidigitation, but like a magician's, a stage magic sleight of hand trick, right?
Or actually, can she like take one of one of Stromboli's bones off of him and just like hold that out instead?
Yes, yeah. Okay. Make a
Perfect.
performance check to try to basically, after being hit by the brick, there are like, the stage is littered with Stromboni's old bones. So you could have easily sleight of handed these at any point during this, especially during the fray, which is, your magicianship in practice. Right. Oh god, the EA app wants to open. Never. Okay, so make a performance check with advantage.
Okay.
How are you
For fuck's sake.
Okay, so you pull a bone. You like try to make it look like you're pulling one of Stromboni's bones out of Oz's head, like it's just like magically appearing from behind, like almost like you're doing the quarter from behind the ear trick. As soon as the kids see the bone, they start booing again. And they're like, "Boo! He stinks! We hate him!" And they start throwing stuff at the bone to try to knock it out of your hand.
Oswald, startled by the bone appearing from nowhere and the children yelling, goes to bite the bone.
Yeah! The kids are excited as you, as their avatar and hero, start to bite the bone.
No, Oz. All right.
Oswald is just staring at you like a dog that grabbed onto something it's not supposed to.
Make a performance check, for your bone biting abilities. All right, you're going at it pretty hard. You're successfully biting the bone. The kids seem to like it, but they're getting sick of watching Oz bite the bone.
Hey, Ozzy, I need you to do something really important for me, okay? I need you to set this bone on fire. Can you do that?
You see a look in Oswald's eyes. He quietly drops the bone and casts Firebolt onto the end of it. No questions asked.
Okay, the bone catches fire. The kids cheer.
And he holds it out to the crowd, like, successfully.
A kid yells out, "That's not a trick! That's just real magic!"
But I haven't even done the trick yet.
Oh! Everyone claps.
Oswald claps along.
And she does like a little like almost like an interpretive dance sort of movement before she just like holds the flaming bone out and then opens her mouth and starts to try to eat it.
Oh, the flaming sword trick. Okay, do a performance check with advantage because you have an assistant.
All right.
Oh,
love of God.
perfect. Okay, so you successfully deep throat the flaming bone so that your finger, like the bone is completely invisible inside your mouth. Like you have like completely submerged it, much like
Hell yeah.
I've seen sword swallowers before, and yeah, it's like you can see the curved sword, the kris that they put into their mouth in the sword swallowing act. The bone comes back out, and it's got a big gooey thing of saliva on it as proof that it actually went in your mouth. And most insanely, even though it's dripping in that way, it's still on fire. And the kids are like, "Wow!" They're like holding their heads. They're like, their minds are blown, and they're all applauding like wild. It's the craziest thing they've ever seen. And you look back at Stromboni for an instant, and he's like shocked too. He's like, "How did you do that? I didn't even know we could do that." Keep going, keep going.
Oh, you want another one? And she's like absolutely invigorated by this success. Let's see. Oh. Okay. She's going to sort of try to crouch behind Oz.
Okay.
Oz, don't move. Stand still, right? And open your wings. And she like sort of like tries to like hold open his wings for him while still trying to hide behind him.
Oswald does as instructed. Oswald is very short.
And then she's going to sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead. I'm enraptured
Okay.
by the show.
Oh yeah, in the moment. She's going to sort of like flap Oz's wings a bit and then do like a hand motion and try to make doves appear from behind Oz. Like John Woo style,
Okay.
just like
Okay, do a performance roll with advantage on this to try to make doves appear.
excellent.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes!
Wow.
A 24 on the second roll. Okay, somehow, in your time in the jungle, you have managed to capture pigeons and paint them white in the white clay that you have found. And you have managed to smuggle them into your, I guess, you don't have sleeves, right? She has sleeves? I think she does.
He has some sleeves.
Okay, so she's managed to smush them into her sleeves for exactly this moment, hoping, praying that there'd be some place outside of civilization where she could perform this trick. Oz spreads his wings like a magnificent falcon, and the birds burst forth, almost creating that John Woo slow motion effect. Feathers drop from the heavens as the birds are finally free, some dripping the clay paint as they fly away, some of the clay paint falling on one of the nearby guards who is guarding the Dragonborn. He's like, "Oh!" He assumes it's bird dung. And the kids all just burst into another round of applause. They are in the palm of your hand right now. "More! More! More!" they cry.
Oz watches the doves fly away. Aw, I wish my wings worked.
Aw.
Sorry, buddy, you're doing great though.
Bird kid, bird kid.
But if you want to fly, and she like sort of starts sizing Oz up a little bit, a finger to her chin, and she goes, "Perfect," and she whips out her wand and like pretends to do like a little spell wave and like maybe even does some of her like little sparkles, and she's gonna try to do her levitation trick on Oz.
Okay.
Don't
okay.
forget that it's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Of course.
Of course. Okay, so she's gonna try to do a spell, a magic trick where Oz appears to be floating off the ground, which is probably something Oz can do himself. We've seen it happen before. So either they've worked this out in advance, or it truly is a feat of magic. We don't know. The magician won't tell you how this is done, but she's going to try to make Oz levitate. Give us those performance rolls with advantage. Oh,
Ooh,
a
oh,
natural
Oh
1
my
followed
God.
by a 22. Oz begins to hover. Oz sees you fumbling for a moment and uses a little bit of his own magic to hover himself off the ground and put his hands on his cheeks to really sell the moment, looking like a surprised bird. Oz is doing it. Everyone, all the kids are on their feet now, cheering and hooting. Bird kid, bird kid, bird kid.
Oswald is flapping his wings furiously, hoping he could get a little bit more air.
the kids circle around Oz and Finn, and they keep cheering bird kid, over and over again. Eventually, when Oz comes back down to the ground, they lift him up again and try to get him to spread his wings, and so they're sort of like crowd surfing him over them. Then they begin to like carry him away somewhere.
No, no.
Oz just gives the party a thumbs up. He doesn't know where he's going, but he is the bird kid.
And also, remember Affinity Amberfield. She's like shouting
Bird
out.
kid, bird kid.
Oh,
She does birthday parties just in case.
Starboni is piecing himself back together, and he comes over to you, and he's just like, "That was incredible. I thought you were just some random woman who only looked like a bard. I was hoping they would just attack you instead, but you really came through for me. Thank you so much. Here, I wish to give you something. You deserve it. A present. This is actually not a puppet I would use in my regular shows, because it has some strange magical properties. I feel a bit strange using it myself, but perhaps you, with all of your abilities, your real magic, you might find a use for it." And as a reward for performing so well, he gives you an item, and it is called the Dance Master Puppet.
oh my god.
So this item will he explains to you how it works. So I'll put the information in chat, and you can put this in your copy it into your character sheet in the middle page where you've got some extra spaces.
Cool.
You can add this to your inventory. But for everyone else, just so they know, to use this item, you must choose a target who can see the puppet clearly. They must be within 20 feet of the puppet. So you'll roll a dexterity check to perform the puppet's movements, and on an 11 or higher, the target who is looking at the puppet will dance for 12 seconds or 2 combat rounds, mimicking the puppet's movements. The dancing target will be able to talk and speak or make sounds, but they cannot control their body. They will be forced to dance as the puppet does, almost like a voodoo doll. After using this puppet several times, you'll begin to have a puppeteering proficiency and be able to roll with advantage when doing puppeteering type checks in case you find any other puppets. You're only able to use this thing twice per day, or attempt to use it, I should say. So we can add that. I'll do that now, of adding a tracker to your sheet so that
This is the greatest thing to ever happen in Affinity's entire life.
reset on long rest.
I don't know if this is metagame. I'm just curious. If it mimics the puppet's movements, does that mean that that turn is taken up moving the puppet, or
Whose turn?
whoever's, I guess, Finn's turn is? Does she have to like
Yes.
move the puppet? Okay.
Using the puppet is her action on that turn. So I didn't put it in that description, but it's like it's a magic item that you would use like a wand or anything else, where it's like to activate it. You could still do a bardic inspiration as a bonus on that turn, but like for her turn, she has another crowd control type option to use this, or you can also use it in other situations too. The check on it is just the ability. The puppet has like magical mesmerizing qualities to it, so all you have to do is successfully roll the dexterity check, and you'll be able to get them to dance. Now, but it only works for 12 seconds, so it's out of
That's 2
combat
turns, right?
uses. Yes, that's 2. Each combat round is 6 seconds. So outside of combat, you'd have to be very quick with it, but inside of combat, it will disable an enemy's movement or actions for up to 2 turns.
Cool.
And there will be some limitations on certain types of enemies who will not be able to be, a certain a creature of a certain like magical skill, say like a really powerful dragon, would probably not be mesmerized by it, but your average like pirate grunt, say, probably would be. So yeah, with that, what's that, Ree?
Pirate hypothetically.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
if that might become relevant. Who knows?
If it might not.
Definitely not.
So we are a little bit over when we normally take our break, but I would like to give everyone a chance to use the restroom. So we're going to take a 5-minute break right now, and then we'll be right back. So let's say we'll be back. Let's say we'll be back at give it a little bit of extra time than we normally do. So 25 after the hour, let's say, is when we'll come back. I'm going to throw the thing on right now, put you guys on mute, and yeah, we will be right back. Hey, Dirty Rollers RPG. We were just going for a mid-session break, but since you just came in with the raid, I'm going to stick around and say hi to you guys. The players are off to the restroom right now. But hey, Soy Nanette, what's up, girl? How you doing? Welcome in Beanie Coffee. Thank you very much for the raid, Dirty Rollers RPG. I know the timing, it's so funny. And it's funny because like we don't normally take our break now, we usually take it earlier, but we were just in the middle of a magic puppet show performed by our bard. Well, not really a puppet show, but a magic show. Let me give you a shout out here. The Dirty Rollers RPG. Hopefully that works. Yeah, please give the Dirty Rollers RPG a follow. How are you guys doing tonight? Were you doing any D&D tonight as well? Go ahead and head out on break. We'll be here. Hey, it's all right too. I appreciate it. I don't really have anything I have to do on break right now. I do want to get another drink, but I can drink this too. But I do want to say hi and welcome you all in and give you a sense of what we're up to here. Yeah, we're playing our weekly Thursday. We're running some BG3 tonight. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I know one of our players who Ink Viral, who plays Affinity, the Tiefling magician, in our campaign. Hey, Lady Mustella. I like those. I like those icons. I like that D20 mimic. That's very cool. She's a big fan of BG3. I'm in the process of trying to trick my healthcare rewards program to pay for Baldur's Gate 3, because that's how I like to roll. Really insane persuasion check on that one. We'll get it. We'll get there. But yeah, so right now our party is currently infiltrating a pirate village. They are masquerading as pirates. Yeah, we got our Discord going right now. Everyone's welcome to do that too. We sometimes do sort of like pick up RPG games. We've got some DMs, and oh, thank you for the follow, Lady Mistella. I appreciate that. We've got some other TTRPGs like Oddish, who's one of the players too, playing Kelkan the Firbolg Druid. He ran for us Hearts, the City Beneath. I think a couple months ago. That was a really fun occult, Lovecraftian one, and he just picked up the what do you call it? The Trail of Cthulhu. I just picked up Traveler, the sci-fi one. So we've got some exciting TTRPG stuff in the future. So if you're interested in that and doing pickup games, you can always join our Discord for that kind of stuff. And yeah, well, we also have, if you're interested in catching up on, I saw a trail. Yes, exactly. It's part of the Humble Bundle. That's where he picked it up. If you're interested in catching up on any of our previous D&D games, either this campaign or any of our one-shots, any of my homebrew one-shots, our Heart game, our Monster of the Week game, it's all up on my YouTube. There are playlists for our RPG stuff and for this campaign specifically, so you can always pick up that stuff there. Thank you so much for popping in here. I understand if you need to raid and run, because it can be a little bit tiring when you just get off stream, but I really appreciate the raid. And yeah, we have a lot of love for TTRPG stuff here. I'm Matt Shore, aka Shorester. It's a variety channel. I just started getting into DMing this past year, I think. And I've been playing D&D since the pandemic and really loving it. I've been an actor and writer for a while, right, for Hard Drive, the video game comedy thing, and did some college humor stuff and was on a couple TV shows back in the day. And yeah, now doing this and really loving it and really having a lot of time, really having a fun time running this game for my pals. Really great group of people. All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom facility real quick. Oddish, you're back, right?
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk to chat for a second while I?
For sure. I might still be muted, but
No, I brought you back.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, but thank you.
I figured I was muted, so I was gonna say thank you. Yeah, thank you for swinging by, everyone. This is definitely a VOD. I'm gonna have to check out later because Ink, I don't know if Ink's around, but that magic show was so good. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh yeah, there you are. It was so good. That was so funny.
I can't believe Oz was really like my muse though. Like having
who
him
could
to work
ask
with,
for a better assistant, really?
honestly.
Oswald is now the bird kid.
The bird kid.
Oh yeah, I just sort of got carried off though.
We'll track him down.
Affinity is like half like, oh wow, like he stole the show, but also like I can use him in the future.
I can
He may have stole the show, but the children stole Oz.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, as you can see, we got our characters in the top right corner with some arts that 3 of these pictures were made by the people who play the characters. Affinity, that's Ink Viral in the top one. We'll give her a shout out here. Now that she's all set up in her brand new place with the green couch she's always wanted.
My dreams come true.
Her dreams of her couch hood.
This is what happens after you turn 25, kids. You dream about couches.
You dream about green couches.
I also have a green couch in my living room. Green couch buddies.
Wow, don't tell her that because you're younger. That means that you achieved your green couch dreams way earlier in life.
I'm really moving up in life.
But yeah, she did the wonderful Affinity artwork you see up there, the Tiefling. Kelken, the druid, played by Oddish. Oddish and I play a lot of games together. We've been doing a lot of, what have we been doing lately? Deep Rock Galactic,
Deep
Rock
Rock
and
Galactic
Stone.
mainly.
What were we playing? We did some Phas the other night, Phasmophobia. We also did some
Monster Hunter, but that was
Monster
private.
Hunter Rise. That was fun. And Exo Primal. We've done that as well. That's a pretty fun one. And we've got Oswalthian, played by Owlbear, and that lovely Oz artwork right there is done by Owlbear as well. Oz is wearing a little dragon costume. Kenku, owl, wizard. We have a Ronnie played by Ree, and that artwork is also done by Ree. And Ronnie's a bugbear fighter cleric. And we have Waylon, who's played by me today because our lovely Ruthie, aka Beep Boop Cowboy, who is one of our mods here as well, is on the road right now coming home. And so I have to fill in for them today. But yeah, so that's the party. So we are back, right? Has everyone returned?
Yeah. Also, just before we head back in, if you want to affect the game itself, if you look on the bottom left, you can
Oh,
share
yeah.
bits to have things happen in game.
That's true. You can name an NPC, inspire a player, aka give them inspiration, or you can buff an enemy to make things harder for them. So those are all options. And if you have suggestions for other things we can add to the story and stuff like that, feel free to throw them in here. So what just happened in the story? The party just infiltrated this pirate town. They met a skeleton who runs a puppet theater, skeleton named Stromboni, and he asked Affinity the Bard to perform for the sort of roughneck, rough and tumble, rude and mean children of the town, which she did along with Oz, and they succeeded in great fashion, performing several amazing magic tricks. The kids really took a shine to Oz and carried him off screaming, "Bird kid, bird kid," leaving Affinity in the dust. Stromboni rewarded Affinity with a puppet, magic item that'll allow her to control enemies to a certain extent. So now we are going to rejoin the game at present. So Stromboni is going to be looks like he's going to be very relieved that the kids have been taken care of, and he's going to offer to buy everyone around of beer or wine of their choice at the seaside cafe over to the over towards the ship, if they are interested in that. He's clearly not very well off, and he has a very small coin pouch, so this seems to be a big gesture on his part, but he really appreciates everything. Oz is still being carried off by the kids into some sort of what looks like a house that fell down, and it's like a little bit of like a cave in a sand dune where apparently the kids all live, like their clubhouse. You guys see Oz being carried off in there. And then just a lot of clanking and loud noises happening.
Have fun on your play date.
Oz is still just giving the party a thumbs up. Still doesn't know where he's going.
Yeah, no one else is sure either. Oz, when you get inside, it is just like all of their stolen goods, some glittery, mostly just mashed up and destroyed. And the kids have made a bunch of paint out of like smushed bugs and berries and other stuff, and they begin to adorn you with it like war paint, and begin to paint you and make you look like one of them. And soon Oz is going to become very tribal looking and has like extra parrot feathers sticking out of him, and is going to be is given a seat of power amongst these kids as one of their Rufio, Fluffy-O.
Rufia.
Once the kids have finished adorning him, they all go back to their separate devices. Some of them sharpening shivs and making other implements of torture. Some of them coming up with pranks. Others playing with Oz's costume. But they're all sort of like going back to what interests them at this point inside the cave, and Oz is free to waddle out or hang out with them.
Oswald joins in the festivities and works on sharpening his daggers.
Okay, so Oz is gonna hang out with them for a little bit. Stromboni's going to lead you guys over here to this seaside cafe, and you see these two guards are standing extra close to this dragonborn here, who sort of like winks at Ronnie as you guys pass.
Ronnie looks away pointedly.
It's clear that they are keeping extra special watch on him right now. So you guys are led over to this place. It is called... There's like a nice little hand-painted sign that looks like a little bit too tidy and nice in its cursive lettering for the place. It is called the Juicy Shoe Tavern. And it has like a nice little cafe seating, although there's only one table out there. And atop the table, there's a little guy, and he looks like
Oh,
this.
he's so cute.
Oh.
Yeah, I
I
feel
can't believe Oz isn't here for this.
I can't believe Ruthie isn't here for this. Ruthie would love this so much. But there's always the VOD. But yeah, there's this little like plasmoid who's just sitting there wearing a Buccaneers hat. And as everyone saddles up outside, a middle-aged pirate human woman comes out and sees everybody and says, "Ah, welcome. What can I get for you?" She looks at the skeleton and says, "Ugh, you again." And he's like, "Oh, please, mademoiselle, I must thank these wonderful people for helping me appease the children, please." And he like pours all of his coins out on the table, and the little plasmoid absorbs them all gleefully. The owner of the establishment shrugs and rolls her eyes, but is happy to see the plasmoid being so joyful, and she goes inside and just grabs a bunch of basically a big pitcher of ale and puts it on the table, and some glasses for everyone to pour themselves as they would like. Let's see, it's still early in the day, right? Because you guys just woke up and headed here, basically.
Yeah.
So, it's still relatively early in the morning, but the sky is clear. It's another beautiful day on the island, and you guys are able to drink together in the morning and watch the seagulls fly by, and just sitting on the coast in the weather in like some semblance of vestiges of civilization. It's actually kind of calming for a bit. You get a sense from this woman that she's of no threat, and she likes that you guys seem relatively peaceful. And even though it's a little bit awkward to have to put your mugs around this plasmoid, it's also kind of nice. And the woman's like, Hey, Bubbles! Get off that!" But he won't get off it for anything. She even picks him up,
So cute.
and he immediately slurps back up and gets back up on the table. She's like, "Ugh, he's like a house cat. You just can't control him." She goes inside to check on some stuff. Anybody in the mood for some food? Got some mashed potatoes cooking.
If the Stromboni's paying for it, then yeah, I'd love some.
Sure, whatever you got.
Stromboni looks horrified at the suggestion, as if all of his money had gone into the ale. I said I would get you all a drink.
Hey, you owe us for trying to get us lured into a murder children death trap.
What? How did you hear of that? I must have blurted that out by mistake. No, I always had utter faith in you. Oh, jeez.
Honestly, this is the best day I've had since we've been here.
Yes, you see, the lady likes it. She will not mind paying for everyone's mashed potatoes.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I think Ronnie maybe leads into Stromboni and is like, just take the win, I'll cover it.
Ah, yes! Yes, yes! Potatoes for the house! and she looks at him with a smirk, and she's like, and a nice swordfish saute, right? And he's like, oh, and a nice swordfish saute. Yeah, yeah. Food for everyone. She goes in to make everybody some plates.
Can Ronnie just sort of dip from the table conversation? Because they're still like, ugh, after that weird drink earlier. And just try to learn how this cannon works.
Sure.
Wait, Ronnie, you're not gonna drink with us? This might be our first drink together, right?
Oh, I
Have we
mean,
drunk before?
yes, totally. I do cheers, and I do a big
Cheers!
like cheers, and like take a sip, and then sort of wander off to examine this cannon.
Well,
The plasmoid is drinking Stromboni's drink. Hey, stop it! That's mine! Ugh.
How would you even drink Stromboni? Do you have a digestive system? How would you drink? Please explain that to me.
No.
In fairness, does he have more or less of a digestive system than Bubbles?
I don't have any,
That's
but
fair
I
enough.
like the ritual. I like to be included. Oh, I'm sure you don't want old Stromboni hanging around. I'll just wander back to my sand dune. All
Come back,
alone.
Stromboni, come back.
wait, take some more business cards first before you go.
Oh.
Handsome like a couple.
I thought you wanted me to join you on your adventures forever, maybe?
Definitely not.
Oh.
Wait, before you head out, what's the deal with the guy in stocks?
Oh, him? He do some bad stuff. I hear he steal. He steal from people. He go into their homes and take all their metal. Who knows what he make?
Wait, but you guys are, we are all pirates. Isn't that something we all do? Steal from the innocent and keep them for ourselves?
Ah, but as you know... Oh, well, maybe you are as much of a pirate as me, which is not very much a pirate at all. But, you see, when it comes to pirate villages, there are rules about not stealing from each other. If everyone constantly steals from one another, there is no safety. That's why they have the vault. Well, I should not speak of that. They do not like me to talk about the below things, you know.
The what?
The...
Oh.
Oh, perhaps I talk too much. Maybe I do go. I see you later. Yeah,
No. Can she like grab him? Can Affinity just grab him by the neck bone and like his behind?
Ah, I have no throat, and yet I must scream.
Exactly. What was that you said about a?
I say
a
nothing.
ball?
I say nothing. Please let me go. I take your cards.
She begrudgingly lets him go.
Thank you, mademoiselle. Yes, I book you another show the next time they try to stab me. He scurries away.
Well, I tried. She shrugs and takes another sip.
You'd think of all the people to get stabbed, he'd be the most okay with it. Wouldn't they just kind of, and like I poke in between my ribs, just kind of go through him?
Yeah,
Or
I
is it
mean,
the emotional damage that he's stressed about?
Emotional Oh, wait, we went that whole It's Magic show without...
Oh, right.
I knew that. I was like,
magic.
damn.
It's magic.
Yeah,
Here we go.
There we go. That'll make up for it. Make up for lost time. Hold it! You got a puppet. Okay, there, that's enough. We did enough sound alerts for all.
I think
That's-
I think in this moment also, just real quick, Affinity is like sort of just like takes a second to breathe in the air, and for the first time is feeling a little homesick.
Being on the coast especially makes you think of being back home in... Wait, I forgot the name of it real quick. Hang on. In Mystic Port.
Yeah.
In Mystic Ports, Mystic Port is a coastside city, and just looking out, you spent many a night like this, having a drink and just chilling out, maybe on a railing, looking out at the sea. And yeah, it is starting to get to you that, like, especially being back in your elements, you did, even though there were some rough parts with your family, ups and downs, like, you still got into a nice little routine at times. There was like maybe a week or two, maybe even a full month, especially when a certain someone was there with you, where things actually seemed to be in a nice little routine. But now, you sort of glance across the table at Waylon, and he's also staring off at the sea. But he turns and looks at you, and he raises his glass. He seems to be enjoying it too. His mind is relatively at ease. The lady at the bar pulls out the plate of steaming mashed potatoes and places them on the table, at which point the plasmoid sits directly on top of them and begins absorbing them all with a happy smile on his face. Yum, yum. She's like, "Oh, I told you not to do that," but she has like a look like, "I couldn't stay mad at you," and then just hums and walks away. Ronnie, as you're looking at this cannon, it looks like to be an operational, if not rarely used cannon, and it just looks like it doesn't have like any like gunpowder or any cannonballs nearby, but it looks like it could be used should there be a use for it.
I think Kelkin wants to try making now that like everyone's kind of settled down and we're all sharing a drink. He wants to make conversation, but he has no idea what to say. So he's like, "So guys, the water, it's really wet, right? Today? Yeah, ocean stuff, pretty."
I want to engage with this in a second, but I also want Ronnie to prepare an action to try to pick up the plasmoid if it tries to eat the other food that she's going to bring out later.
I mean, you can certainly try. He's a slippery
fella.
They're
They're sort of annoyed because they're like, this is our food. I don't begrudge you it. We're all doing okay, but that's not cool.
As you get close to the table, it can sense that you're preparing something, and it compulsively climbs up on your arm and begins to nuzzle against your neck.
Okay. They are absolutely a sucker for it, and they just are like, cool. And then they start like doing little scritches on it while listening and being like, the wet water? Yeah.
You're immediately disturbed because it seems to be the exact same consistency as the grog.
Oh no.
Can I get a sample of it? In a way,
not without harming it. Not without harming it.
Okay. I will not try to harm
it. She comes back and brings out a plate of swordfish fillets and puts them on the table. The plasmoid immediately scampers down your arm.
No, I try to do the thing like when you're holding a cat and it tries to move. No.
Hey, what are you doing with him? Be nice.
Nothing.
He just wants to smell it a little.
You know that's not true.
I'm just like, he can have a little, can't he?
He can have a little, but he can't have it all.
He's definitely trying to climb onto the plate.
No.
Oh, fine. Everyone grab a piece before he gets his way. Waylon immediately grabs grabs a searing hot piece of I forgot Oz is busy. So Oz is only communicating via the chat. And Waylon grabs the piece of swordfish with his hands like, oh, and wolfs it down.
These fish, they probably came from the ocean too, I think, maybe.
Waylon is like trying not to facepalm with fish grease on his hand.
Do you know how to swim, Kelkin, or what's this fascination you've got with water right now?
Oh, I don't really see much of the coast, so it's all kind of new to me. I can turn into an octopus though.
Ooh, that's a great party trick. You could
R-
serve people like 8 beers at once.
Yeah, that. I also make little octopus man. I don't know how to, and I just stare at the table, like I wish I could do this better.
The barkeep is like, 8 beers at once. Say, son, are you looking for work?
How much do you pay? We're a little, money would be good.
Oh, you're all in it for the money, are you?
What, you want me to do it for experience?
Yes, it's a fine deal.
I probably am gonna have to pass on that. You see, we're
Ah.
currently in the middle of some very important pirate business. Yes.
You know, we just say
We-
business.
Right, business. We are the swashbuckling hooligans, and we are here for very important business.
Yeah,
make
we're here to see-
make a deception check,
Oh
Kelked.
lord.
Oh no.
She just laughs at you. Well, you're lucky you made your way in without getting run through, I think. But you're welcome here. I like your type. Tall, dark, nerdy as all get out. You don't cause much trouble, do you, lad?
No trouble at all. Just don't talk to anyone else on the island. They probably would tell you otherwise.
She laughs and goes back inside. Come on, Bubbles. I need you to clean up in here. He's like, oh. He goes in after her.
Imagine Ronnie has still been trying to like wrangle this little blob and just sort of goes and like flings him away from themselves.
Ronnie, you're really uncertain about how this thing could help with cleaning it all because it seems to leave a trail of sludge wherever it goes.
I'm so sticky now, and I hate it. It's all in my fur.
You do notice that the plasmoid ooze smells a little bit better than the grog, so maybe it isn't the same thing. It just sort of seems somewhere. You're not sure.
Maybe you could use a swim, Ronnie. There's,
If you'll excuse me, I'm actually gonna, I'm just gonna like sort of step over to here and sort of like try to do a little like water, but also like sand scrub.
You guys are
Like,
up on
like a chinchilla.
You guys are about 15 to 20 feet up right now. You're on a cliffside. There are a staircase down here, and as you are starting to,
too?
What's that?
Is this cliff too? Not
Yeah,
beach?
exactly. You're
Okay.
it is a sandy cliff, but it is not it is higher up. It's like a cliffside for use. The sea level is a bit further down on this lower dock here, down these stairs.
I think Ronnie's gonna try to be kind of cool about it and like clamber down here
Okay.
because they're like tall and athletic.
As you're doing that, you hear this guy over here. You see him.
Sorry, which
There's a guy on the far right.
I wasn't zoomed out enough. Gotcha. Thank you.
A guy in a white hat on the far right. At least his token is. And kind of a generic token, so don't read too much into it. But he makes a little gasp noise. You can hear your ears twitch as you hear this gasp from behind you. You sort of look over your shoulder and see this guy, and his eyes widen, and he reaches to his side and he pulls out like a little trumpet and he plays it loud, and all of the pirates nearby, their ears perk up and they all rush over to the docks to see what's up. You hear the barkeep tell Bubbles to stay inside. A few of the other pirates rush around to see what's up. And out in the sea, you see what looks to be bubbling, thrashing in the waves. Like there's some sort of creature out there. Beyond the ship, sort of like over to the east side, here along the northern coast, but east of the ship, and you see these bubbles, and then you see this shark shoot up like a missile shooting out of the water, a very, very large shark. It could be a great white, as far as you can tell.
Can I do a nature check just
Yeah,
for
you
flavor to
can.
see if I know what it is? Ooh, I don't have advantage though.
Oh, but you don't have advantage. It's too hard to see from here. You're not sure. It could be a great white. It could be a mako. But whatever it is large. It looks like it's almost the size of a cow, from what you can tell. Like, it is a very large, beefy shark. And it shoots straight up in the water and then plunges back down awkwardly on its side, almost like it was shot, not like it was, like almost like it was fired out of the water, like out of a cannon, rather than being choosing to jump up like a dolphin or some such. And then you see a hand reach out of the water, a bright blue hand, grab it and pull the shark back under the water, and then shooting upward like a superhero from the water, you see this muscular, long-haired Triton holding the shark. Let me see if I can give you guys an image of this.
Holding the shark in its hand?
One-handing the
How
shark.
big is the Triton?
Grabbing. He's not bigger than the thing. He's stronger.
Sure, just wanted to let you know it's on the map, not like...
Not
I don't
sure.
think
I know.
that's how
I have to bring it up in order to show it to you guys.
Oh, I
like
see.
This. It was on the other. It was on the GM layer, but he looks like this.
He's like, what a babe.
So.
Oh, damn.
You can thank Oddish for that. For that lovely artwork. And you can see him like grabbing the shark by the gills, almost like a fisherman might grab like a carp or a trout by the gills, showing it off. And this thing is longer than he is, wider than he is, and he is like standing up and then surfing along the waves, holding this giant shark, and almost like the waves themselves were a diving board. He springs up in the air towards the beach and towards a shipwrecked vessel that is like almost like similar to yours that you arrived on this island with, is just sort of in disrepair with its mast sticking up, and just skewers the shark onto the remnants of the mast like a shish kebab so that it slides down. And this massive thing is like dripping guts and sliding down this broken mast. And he looks at the pirates on the shore and he's like, well, looks like sushi's on the menu, boys. And he starts laughing. And the pirates, all like in shock, they begin to like clap a little bit, and some laugh, and some are just frightened. And he gives everyone a little salute and dives back underwater, and you see him traveling past you guys, and he's swimming just like regular with his head above the waves, but just sort of like swimming like an Olympic style swimmer past. And he gives you guys a little glance as he passes by, but nothing seems to register on his part, and he swims away, making his way west along the coast.
Well, you don't see that every day.
You said that was to the north and east of the ship?
This was happening on the other side of the ship, yes.
Do you think Ronnie saw any of that? If their vantage point is like down at the water and the ship is in the way?
In my opinion, yes, you saw
Okay.
you saw him leap and skewer the thing. You didn't see the stuff in the water initially. You might have seen the shark leaping above, but you definitely saw him make his way from this northern point to around here and then get back in the water.
I climb back up sort of like shaking my fur like a dog. So that was weird. Do we think that's one of the people? And I sort of like under my breath try to say that to Wei, like, what are the people that we're told about?
Wei is white as a sheet once more.
Oh, good.
I'd like the others of you who are here to make an intelligence check right now.
Oh.
Oh wait, that's a save.
Oh, nice. Natural
Oh.
20.
Baby.
Um,
Sorry, including me or not including
yes,
me?
including you.
Well,
It doesn't really matter, though,
literally
because...
can't do better than that, yeah.
Yeah, Oddish got it. So let's just...
I'm still just drawing off.
So, Kelken, you realize you know who that is. That's the same guy that you saw on the tidal wave when you were sailing to Jarek-Spawn. The guy who looked like he was playing guitar, riding a wave that shipwrecked your vessel. He's the reason that you're on this island. And knowing that, you also begin to wonder if that might not be one of the Godkin, these people that you've heard about, rumored in the Jarek-Spawn area. When you look at
I guess,
Waylon,
yeah. Upon realizing that, I go white as well.
Yeah, you guys share a glance, and he just sort of nods.
We might have a small problem, guys.
What do you mean?
Why? What's up?
He's everybody's
You remember
problem.
when... Wait, what? What, you know who that is? Well, I mean, of course you do. He seems to... What's going on?
Nautilus Bloodfoam, one of the Godkin. He's working with the captain.
Oh, naughty.
Yeah, they call him Naughty. He's
Cool.
a bit of a showboat. He's a performer. But he's not to be trifled with, I'll tell you that much. He's got more power in him than anyone I've seen. Especially around these parts. That's why they called him Godkin.
What does he want?
Not sure if we should be talking about it so much in the open, but... I think he wants... Well... I'm not sure what his final endgame is, but... I know he's got an interest in the orbs. And she sort of says it quietly. The other pirates over here are all checking out the shark, and they're all just like baffled and like shoving each other and just being like, can you believe that he just fucking skewered a shark like that? Like, how is that even possible? And some of them are sizing it up to cut it down and like use it for meat and stuff like that.
While they're all doing that, can I dip over and try to break out the dragonborn?
Mm-hmm. You definitely can. As you approach...
Hey, what's up?
You're a clever one, you know? I almost got away with it before. Not sure what I used that spike for, but I still appreciate the gesture.
Not worry about it right now. Can I just, I don't know, use my crowbar to try, or just like a hammer? I don't want to be super loud, but can I try to use my crowbar to like break open whatever the bonds behind that are holding his hands bound?
Quote, Matthew Mercer, you can certainly try.
All right, what is it gonna take?
So you're gonna use a crowbar to break these chains?
So it's, what did you say is binding his hands?
He's got like basically manacles tied behind his back, and his head is inside this
Like
these stocks, basically, too.
metal manacle.
Metal manacles, wooden stocks. Yeah.
Wooden stocks. Okay. Yeah.
So just by looking at it, you could see you could probably break the lock on the stocks themselves, so he could at least get free, and then figure out a way to get the manacles off him later. Or
okay, I'll start with the stocks then.
Okay, great. All right. So, give me.
Do I think that it would be more effective to hit it with a warhammer or to try to crowbar it open? Basically.
Well, it depends on what your end goal is. If your goal is to break the lock that is locking the stocks in place while still keeping them basically usable, then you could just use the crowbar to pry the two parts apart. If you want to just destroy the whole fucking thing, you could try to smash it with a warhammer.
Would that be at putting any risk to his well-being?
No, it's big enough that I don't think you would hit him unless
then yeah, I
you
think
really
Ronnie
fucked it
probably
up.
feels pretty badly about the idea of stocks in general, so is very happy to leave this in an unusable condition.
Okay, great. So
right.
making just an attack roll on it, I guess, with your warhammer, two-handing it, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, you easily smash them open, and he is freed. He's got these like basically his arms chained behind him. He kneels down. He's like, quickly, smash these as well. Break the chains.
I will attempt to do so.
Okay. Same basic roll. Okay, you aren't able to, you like hit it, but it's like glancing. He's like, quick, before that someone notices. It's going to give you one more chance to do so.
God damn it.
Forget it. I'll find a way out of these myself. Don't worry about me. I've got ways. I just don't want to get caught again.
Can I try to put a ration and a python into his hands?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Look, I'm quite resourceful. I'll help you out. Just find a way to find me later. I'll try to track you down.
What's your name, friend?
Slythe Ironscale.
Slythe.
And he runs off into the jungle, sort of in the direction.
I run back
Oz
to the
can.
table, and I'm just like, so sorry. I just had to hyperventilate for a minute. Nothing going on though.
You see a pirate who's woken up from the barracks by all the commotion outside, and he's looking around at the stocks. But he's not a guard. He's just sort of confused, and so he goes to join the others, looking at the shark, asking them what happened. Oz, what are you up to at this point?
Oswald is currently enjoying his new place as the leader of the pirate children.
There seems to be another child who used to be the leader of them, who's like a little annoyed by you, and is trying to challenge you into a push-up contest. Do you agree?
Oswald tries to show off instead using magic like his frostbite and flame bolt spells.
The other kid's looking nervous and sweating while trying to do push-ups more aggressively. Make a performance check on your ability to do cool tricks for the kids. Ooh, They're all
Nice.
very awed by your performance and clap. The other kid looks dejected and goes and like kicks a can and walks out outside. Then sees Scone, or I'm not Scone. I'm getting it confused. Stromboni on the street, and he immediately locks in on his target and chases after Stromboni.
Oswald knows magic is the way to these children's hearts.
Guys, should we go get Oz? I feel like we're in danger here. I worry. Do you think Oz is doing okay?
Wait, why are we
Like
worried?
oblivious to whatever's going on.
Oh my god, Oz isn't here. Where's Oz?
He got
Um,
carried away by the fan club.
And I think carried away by magic in general, also probably. Knowing Oz.
Well, right now I'm just torn between getting more information and getting Oz. This whole thing suddenly turned into a lot more complicated of a thing than I thought it was before.
Well, it seems like our host here knows more than she may be telling immediately. If anyone who's more persuasive than me wants to go talk to her, I can go look for Oz.
Yeah, Finn, you have a way with words and magic and stuff.
Yeah, I
Everyone
can give
seems
her
to
an
be
ask.
taken with you.
Yeah, I really like this place, guys.
She's sort of milling about and just cleaning up just what you guys have been eating.
So
I'll
She's
follow
gonna-
Ronnie to go look for Oz.
She's gonna like take a 180 and almost like she might have been overhearing what you guys were saying. Goes to the inside where she has a little bit more privacy.
I'm gonna like knock, but then not wait for an answer and just sort of go in after her.
Yeah, door's open, so you can sort of knock on the frame out of just genteel nature and walk in. She's making no. Her body language says that she's totally expecting you.
So that hot blue man, does he come around here often?
On the regular, but he's not here all the time.
Right. How long has he been coming here?
Feels like half a year, maybe. He's got to deal with some of the pirates in Jerixbun as well. Most of us are based out of there. Or were. We were supposed to come here, set up a base, find the orbs. It was supposed to be a simple mission, but things got more complicated. Now we're sort of stuck here. And it seems like the captain, well, he likes it that way. Certain level of freedom, not being under anyone's thumb. But then when Naughty shows up, he gets reminded. We all do. We aren't free men. We're on someone else's dime. And when you see something like that, it reminds you. One flick of his hand, it could be like that shark. Skewered, guts, all along the dock. Pitiful.
Yeah, not a great way to go, I'll say.
She sort
But
of
why
scoops
are-
up Bubbles and cradles him like a baby.
So why were you asked to go get these orbs?
Well, not me personally, of course, but... that part, even I'm a little bit hazy on. It was all part of... You see, there's 2 pirate captains. I'm sure you know. Then again, maybe you don't. I'm getting the sense that, and call it woman's intuition, you aren't part of our crew, or perhaps any pirate crew, are you?
What? We're the Sahooligans. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the Hooligans. That's a fine name, if it means anything.
Thank
Well-
you.
Well, let me tell you this. There's 2 captains you need to be wary of. Girl to girl. We need to stick together, don't we? There aren't many of us in this town, as I'm sure those salty guards at the front made you aware. Ugh. She gives a little shudder. Horatio runs this place. Captain Horatio. Big fella. Awfully kind for his work, but selfish at times. He's a hobgoblin. I trust him, but that doesn't mean I'm always in his best interests, or any of us are. He's a sensible one, but looks out for number one. He's a friend of, he's sort of the second in command of Captain Scorch, who runs a pirate crew out of Jerixban. And Finn, you would recognize this as that's the name of the city that you guys were heading to initially on your travel. That
Right.
Odie, your benefactor, was paying for. And I also like you to make an intelligence check for me at the mention of Captain Scorch.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey.
So, you know, that you've heard the name. His full name is Captain Grondar Firebeard, and he goes by Scorch, and you've definitely heard both those names, Grondar, Scorch, Firebeard, before. And the people you've heard those names from are your mom and dad. And not in some tall tales, Legends of the Sea sense, as in our old business associates and that bastard, and from your mom, my ex.
Gotcha. Did you say Scorch?
Yeah, you've heard of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I have actually. That's kind of weird. He's here on this island, or he's at Jarek Spawn, you said?
He's in Plantania, at Jerixban, yes.
Right.
He's
So the
not
one
the
in-
nicest fella. Horatio's here. Keeps to himself down below. But you wouldn't want to be going down there, not unless you're prepared for what you find. I suspect that's where Naughty is now. Trust me.
Down below, when you say that, are we talking like caves? Because, me and my crew have done quite a bit of spelunking recently, so...
There's a code around here. Those who give away too many secrets. They're likely to get their innards split out like the shark, but...
the classic code.
If you ask around, I'm sure you can find your ways down there, but be careful. Be especially careful with Nautilus. You've seen what he can do.
Yeah. As another performer, I'm hesitant to believe that, let's just say I doubt that that's more than some smoke and mirrors on his part. She says cockily.
Trust what they say about the Godkin. They're as close to the gods as we've got these days. For good and for bad.
God schmods. But we're not trying to get ourselves killed, so we'll keep an eye out.
And just remember, when you anger someone like that, it's not just you and your friends who might be caught in the wake. There's other innocents, too. And she pats Bubbles on the head, and he sort of looks annoyed.
Right. Well, thanks for the info, girl.
Yeah, Matilda.
She gives like a wink. Wow.
Is that her name? Hang on.
You're-
Yep, Matilda Cloud. And she's going to reach across the table to shake your hand and say, and you don't have to pay me for the information, but I'd appreciate if you never said to anyone else where you got it.
No problem. I know Bubbles looks like he can keep a secret too.
Bubbles smiles and shakes his head no.
Oh, well, nice meeting you.
She nods.
She's unnerved by Bubbles. Alright. With all that info in tow, where are my friends? My god. At least
What
5
are
seconds.
Ronnie and
We went off to go
Kelkan?
find Oz.
Okay, so
So we went to look for Oz.
okay, so you guys are walking along here, and you see the sort of general vicinity. There's like a little sand dune leading into some rocky caves, where it seems like a little passageway to the secret clubhouse of the children. As you get come forward, 2 little kids with like homemade sharpened wooden spears come out and point at you, like, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Ahoy, pirate children we are here for our comrade, Bird Kid.
From inside the cave, you hear people in response going, "Bird Kid, Bird Kid." One of the guards is like, he's not here."
I look at Ronnie like I wasn't expecting this.
I think
Bird
Ronnie
Kid,
just starts
Bird
to like
Kid.
slow, like as non-aggressively as they can, just sort of move forward calmly, the way that like I imagine a normal adult, would try to just move through some children. Okay, no. Okay.
They both
Okay.
immediately poke you with their.
Okay. All right. That's very impressive. Very impressive. And just keep going.
They continue to poke you as you walk deeper into the cave.
Yep. Ow. Oh, you got me. Wow. Okay.
They're invulnerable.
Okay.
You see Oz sitting atop a throne of broken refuse and furniture, painted like a tribal lord.
What's up, Oz?
Oh, hi.
I
When
don't
did you get here?
Just now.
I think I'm the leader of the pirate children now.
I think you are,
Bird
which I
Kid.
think means that you can tell them, possibly, if there are missions for them to do in your
there missions?
honor. Yeah,
That's
potentially.
exciting.
But I think maybe you should come consort with the Elder Council, so that these fearsome pirates can, have opportunities for great booty and plunder.
Oz blinks. He's not fully sure what you said, but he's like, okay.
As Oz starts to walk forward towards Ronnie, all the kids pull out their weapons and point them at Ronnie.
No. It's okay. These are friends.
They all seem like dogs who don't want to trust.
Ronnie does a big performative bow in front of Oz. Oh, Pirate King, your humble servant needs your help.
One of the kids shouts, "They're showing weakness! Get them!" And they all start throwing stuff at you.
Oh, God.
If ye scallywags hurt the crew of that there great pirate king bird kid, ye shall incur his wrath.
He's making fun of the way we talk! Get him! They all start throwing stuff at Kelgan, too. Both of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Oswald looks a little bit conflicted. These are his friends, his party, but these are also his people.
Alright, both of you
4 and 5.
take 3 bludgeoning damage.
All right, enough. Everyone calm down. We need to figure out some of our next steps. I'm not saying that you're not still in charge of these here children, and you can come visit them another time, but we need to have a bit of a talk, all of us, I think.
All the kids boo.
Not just children. These are my crew. We spent the whole of an hour together. You think we're not bonded
You know
for
what?
life?
Yeah.
You know what, actually? How many of you here know how to do anything of use on a ship?
I'm teaching that one how to make fire.
That's great. That's a great start. It's actually not a great thing to do on a ship, fun fact. Hey, and they sort of turn to like all the kids. What can you do? What can you do on a ship that you can offer in service to the Pirate King here?
One of them holds up a little straw doll that looks eerily like Ronnie and sets it on fire.
Oh no.
Again, actually
He made
not
that
a
in
good
like a
thing to do
minute. Isn't that
on
great?
a ship. Not a good thing to do on a ship. So none of you have ship skills? No, you're okay, right.
They all look like they're getting ready to throw stuff, all slowly inching towards the closest thing they can find to throw.
Man, I wish I
Oswald-
had good intimidation, because all I want to do is roar at them.
Oswald holds out a wing as like a halt sort of thing. It's like, you question my people, but they can help us.
How?
I think he was talking to them.
Oh.
No, he was talking to the party.
How can sorry, then I second Kel's question. I mean, or you can stay here, I guess.
No. I will go with you. But if we take this boat, I have our crew that we need to sail.
I have questions about using child labor, but maybe we can discuss that later.
I
You look
certainly
at
would
these
be.
children and you tell me they are not more capable than the actual pirates out there.
Well, then I kind of shimmy up close to Oz and whisper, it kind of seems like we might have to fight our way out of this, and I don't think they're so keen on maybe fighting their village.
It's okay. They will fight for their king. I've taught them a lot of really cool tricks.
I really think you're overestimating their loyalty to you, Oz.
No, trust me. They like me. I beat the old leader in a contest. We're good.
So you're confident they'll fight against their parents to help us?
Have you seen how many of these kids boast about stabbing their parents? I think they'll be very happy to help us.
You look, Oz gestures, and there's 2 kids performing a stabbing pantomime, with one of them clearly playing a parent, and then they take turns.
All right, Ronnie, I'm not winning here. You've had better luck with children so far. Please go ahead.
Have they, though?
It's a very strong statement. Look, if anyone who wants to sail with you under your command, Pirate King, of course, is welcome to be. I would be honored to be part of their crew. But again, we need some discussion about when and where we sail and some new weird developments that have happened.
Oswald holds up a feathery finger. First of all, it's Bird Kid. And second of all, second of all, I will leave for now, but know that when we need to leave and sail, I have our crew ready. And he gestures to all the pirate children.
Excellent. We will be well appointed. Yep, for sure.
Like a big-eyed little girl with 2 peg legs hobbles forward towards you, Oz,
Oh, no.
and is like, "Bird Kid, where you go?"
I must leave for now. These people need me, but I will be back, and we shall sail the sea better than your parents ever did.
Yeah! They all cheer. No performance check needed. You told them exactly what they needed to hear.
Ronnie, I do not understand kids.
I don't know. I don't
Bird
either.
kid,
Obviously,
bird
I
kid.
think I understand them less and less every time I interact with them.
Oswald is facing towards the pirate children with both of his arms in the air, just kind of, edging them on like, yes, cheer for me.
Oh, great.
Is this gonna go to Oz's head? Is this a problem that we'll have to address in the future?
All the children are
definitely-
flapping right now.
It's definitely already gone to Oz's head, and you know what? That's fine. I actually now am not sure that we did need him to come back right now. We just came to make sure he was okay, and now I'm not sure how the conversation's going to go when we get back. But I did try to leave with Oz.
Okay, as you guys are wrapping up this conversation, Waylon is gonna grab Finn's arm, seeing that she's sort of like, they have like a moment to talk, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, I want you to know that, like, metaphorically, we're sailing some pretty dangerous waters here. So it's okay if you want to bail and say, let's get out of this. We'll find something else to do. I've got something that's telling me that I need to see this through, but, I don't want you to feel like you're stuck on this path. Because that guy seems like bad news."
I mean, I appreciate that, but I have no intention of turning around at this point.
All right.
I mean, what's a better way to get, some traction for my brand here,
Yeah.
if we're dealing with gods, that can really come in handy.
Right.
She's
Right.
like half serious and half joking.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's no bad thing is bad press, right? So,
Exactly, and she gives him like a sort of friendly like elbow bump.
he leans against her a little. It's like, yep, yeah, that's okay. Then we're in this together, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. And she like catches herself being nice and then sort of like turns away.
He smirks and follows her. Okay, so at this point the party can sort of reunite in this area here if you want to. This is sort of where everyone's sort of standing. And at this point, you know that as you're just like looking down this main stretch of the platform, you know that you saw Nautilus sort of heading along the coast in this direction to the west, but you're not sure exactly where he went. When you're looking straight down this pathway. It's actually not that big of a city from what you can tell. And there seems to be some sort of building over here that sounds pretty loud and rowdy throughout this entire time. You've been hearing what sounds like bar fighting and brawls and laughter and just loud conversations. And then at the end of this pathway, there looks to be some sort of shrine or something. There's like a statue there, and there seems to be littered with little trinkets or offerings all around it.
Oh, sorry, I missed where you pointed. So to the west was the brawly bar fighty place. And
I'm sorry. To the this right here is where this building over here is where the other tavern is, and further down this walkway to the west, just off the map, is the shrine.
I think we need a new plan. I mean, even if we take the ship, there's no guarantee that we'll make it out without him striking us down again.
Perhaps we could visit the shrine and see if there is a information about this particular being, or perhaps anything else on the island that might be able to contest his power.
Well, if we want information, Wei, you're a godly sorted dude, right?
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
you know what's going on?
He looks sort of like freezes, as if his brain is processing, like he doesn't know what to say, and then he just goes, all right. Yeah, that was, I think, guy who sunk our ship. So he's bad. So we don't want to fight him because he'll kill us, right? But you know, like, what's he doing here, right? So we know he wants those orbs, right? So, and you know, that's the other thing is, like, the orbs lead to, like, those ruins, right? So there's, like, some puzzle or something there. And the worm guy, Wormy, he, like, he really likes...
Kiki has a name.
Yes. Kiki, worm guy, is, he likes that place, right? He says there's something about that place. So therefore, worms like those ruins, and the orbs, I don't know, open those ruins, maybe? So, and that the bad guys want the orbs, so, and he sort of like makes like a...
So it seems like we probably can't get off this island, ship or no ship, without figuring out what these orbs do, and possibly getting Kiki's help, and possibly in some way to break through this weird surfer's power.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, I wasn't even thinking that. But yeah.
Well, I thought it was more like maybe he and Kiki are after the same thing that's under those ruins.
Bingo.
Yeah, but one of them crashed our boat, and the other one was helpful to us. So.
Yeah, but one of them is dangerous to us, and the other one's our friend. Do you think maybe we should, like, strike a deal with him to help him? Like, I hate to even say this because I love Kick It a Back It, but I'm scared of him. Not Kiki. I'm scared of Nautilus. We almost died. He killed all our friends on that boat.
Yeah.
Well,
we
not all
need
of them.
some sort
Polly
of leverage to get off of here. That's true. Polly is alive.
But
if we want leverage, or if we want Kiki's help, both of those seem to be the same thing, which is in that temple place.
But
Right.
Horatio, right? Because there's something there, right?
Right.
Is there? He seems like he's just some shithead it drops their voice. Some shithead pirate who is stalling to
Right,
not
but
have
why
to
is he
make.
stalling? Why doesn't he want, the blue guy?
I don't know. Maybe we could find him too.
What are you
Right,
thinking, Waylon? We should try and make an ally out of Horatio?
Maybe. I mean, couldn't hurt, right? We need allies. That's his ship, right? You don't see blue guy surfing anywhere.
Well, do you have any thoughts on where he might be?
No. Finn, did you hear anything?
Yeah, Horatio's that's fine. I wouldn't put all our faith in someone like that though. You know, piratey.
Like what? Oh. Well, it doesn't sound like we have any leads on where Horatio is. If we run into him, perhaps we can try to form some sort of allegiance. But in the meantime, perhaps our bet is to get leverage in the form of these orbs, whether we leverage them for or against this blue guy, for or against Kiki, for like whatever we do, they will give us leverage.
Well, if you were talking about where he is, he's down under.
From where we came?
I don't know. Matilda just said that he's underneath, so like I assume underground somewhere.
Matilda?
Yeah, the food lady, the fish woman.
Oh.
Bubbles' mom?
Ronnie sort of elbows Finn a little bit.
Yeah.
Finn, as you're going over this stuff in your head, can you make another intelligence check for me while you're thinking about your family and these like pirates?
Where's my intelligence?
I ask myself that every day.
Where is
There's something weird about the name Horatio, but you don't know what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it seems like our best bet now, but let's not try to make any friends, if you know what I mean.
Do you still think it's worth talking to these guys at all? You're the talky person. What do you think?
I mean, at least we'll get some more answers. We just have to be careful, because I think that he is in cahoots or some sort of negotiation with the hot blue man, who's definitely god-ish.
Hot blue? Oh, right.
Godkin was excited for a second.
Let us hope that he is not part of a group.
Yeah, one hot blue man is enough, honestly.
I mean, you never know. He was carrying a guitar. Maybe he's part of a band of blue men.
Yeah, wait. Matilda did say he's a performer, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there for that conversation, Finn.
Maybe they could be like the Blue Man Crew.
Well, do we want to talk to these hostile seeming weirdos, or go into a bar, or go investigate a temple? Seems like those are our top 3 current options.
To be clear, it is a little outdoor shrine, like a statue and some ornaments next to it. It's not a full indoor temple.
Um, I think if anyone is open, I would love to just go check out this little shrine. It looks like it won't take long. It might give us some information, and then we can use that in this strange bar or with these rowdy boys.
If we need to go off somewhere, do you want me to ask my pirate children followers if they can gather information on the Blue Man while we're gone?
That actually sounds like a great idea, Oz.
That does. Although I am worried, I squat down to Oz. Oz, I'm worried that they might be a bad influence on you, You gotta... I don't mean to presume, but there's a lot of dangerous kids out there, You just gotta watch out who you're hanging out with. And I just have your best interests at heart, that's all.
What do you mean? They help me sharpen my daggers and I help them learn how to light fires. There's nothing bad going on there.
Are they still as stabby as they were before? I mean, clearly, yes. They tried to stab us multiple times.
But, in fairness, we're pretty stabby too.
Yeah, isn't everyone stabby? I thought that's why everyone carried knives.
He's got a point.
Fair enough. Just be safe. We worry for you, that's all.
I think I was perfectly fine. I think you guys are in danger.
I think you're right, Az. And if you think that they're up for it, a task like that,
I think that'd make them really happy to have something to do. They just kind of seem like that, they're stuck here with not anything to do while the parents go off and do piratey stuff.
Then yeah, if you think they're up for it, I think they're up for it.
All right, I'm with you guys.
Sweet. I'll go give them a mission before we go.
Amazing. Ronnie is gonna just start heading towards the little shrine, just to.
Okay. So first,
Ronnie doesn't have the greatest things that will be useful for it, but that is the thing that they care to investigate at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go with. What about Wei and Finn?
We'll do Oz first, and then we'll do the shrine second.
Sure.
And so Oz, you're going to go in and you're going to ask them what specifically?
To see if they can find out any information on the Blue Man, specifically not the one that came with Oswald.
When you say Blue Man,
have clapped Oz on the back as he went off to give him guidance.
They love Oz so much you don't need to give him guidance, to be honest. They'll pretty much, if it's within their capacity to understand, they'll probably do whatever he says at this point. He's amazed them so much.
Love it.
And so they as soon as you mention the Blue Man, one of the kids steps forward and he's painted himself blue to sort of resemble, and he's made like a little makeshift like guitar out of like a seashell and some seaweed, and he begins to like play it badly and sing badly, and they all start to imitate him, and they all start going naughty, naughty, and they all start to like pretend to cast spells and kill each other.
Alright, so he's a spellcaster, got it.
Yeah! They all cheer and start tackling you.
Oswald accepts this and shows off with a few more fire bolts as they tackle him. Not aimed at anyone, just kind of up in the air.
They all pretend to be scared and start giggling and run away and hide. They begin to have like a junk fight, almost like a snowball fight, but with like cans and stuff.
This was a fight. Sorry, I'm not judging.
They get caught up in doing their own little activities again now, playing and having fun. Is there anything else you want to ask them about?
I need to go on I'd say great adventure, but I think it's a short adventure. When I come back, I hope you all are okay.
Bird kid, bird kid. They all hug you and raise you up again. And then they carry you
Oswald
out.
joins in the chanting.
um so Ronnie and Kelken and Wei is gonna join as well. I assume Finn will be somewhere nearby.
Yes.
And you're all gonna go up to this shrine. As you approach this shrine, you see it's a mildly overgrown statue, sort of like it looks like it hasn't been taken care of that much, but it has been littered with small artifacts and trinkets from the deep. And it does seem like these have been placed here recently, so perhaps the pirates are superstitious. You, anyone who's looking upon it, make a religion check for me.
Yep. Sounds
Oh.
right.
Religion. Oh, goddamn, double clicking issues back.
Also, all brutal.
Well, we got a paladin here.
Yikes.
Does he have any sort of like magic religion tenet?
Can I give him guidance?
I just want to see what he's gonna roll. Natural 20.
Wow.
It's almost like he spouts off with so much knowledge. It's almost like there's someone in his ear feeding it to him.
Can't imagine.
And oh yeah, Oz, you can join up with the others as they're all sort of inspecting this statue. And so Wei begins to spout off very knowledgeably, almost like out of character knowledgeably. He's like, so it is Voltairus. This is a statue to Voltairus, the god of tempests. As you can see here, there is his lightning bow, a bow that can shoot lightning arrows that create the lightning in the sky. And that is his hurricane chalice, a chalice that supposedly creates a hurricane when he spills his drink. He is a god of the sea and storms and is often worshipped and revered but feared by sailors. And they give him tribute so as to have safe travels and so on and so forth.
Wait, he's the god of like the ocean and storms and stuff, and this guy, you think he's related to him or something?
Yeah, I guess. No, I'm being told by my bullshit detector, no. He's probably not, but he's, maybe he likes him. Yeah, it could be that. I mean, yeah, what you said, Cal.
Kel is just very confused. I haven't gone in this big circle to arrive back where we began. No follow-up questions.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Yep. So that's that guy. Pretty cool. Okay,
Ronnie,
fine.
did
I
you
mean, not
find
cool.
anything that you were
He was a
looking for?
dick.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go. You go. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm talking to you.
Ronnie, did you find anything you were looking for?
Definitely not with that 6.
Oh, where D&D? Oh,
I think it
map
finished
finder,
its playlist.
Do I just cycle it again?
I guess. I mean, sure. We're almost at the end of the session anyway.
Yeah.
I think what Ronnie would like to do is take a quick knee. If you will allow it, would love to use the mending cantrip to just sort of like clear brush away and sort of like clean the like statue itself so that it doesn't look so overrun. And then place the what was it? Shit. The piece of blue jasper that they have. Just in their mind being like, this is a stone that looks like a deep sea. It looks like a storm. So they'd like to try to like clean up the shrine as a gesture of respect and place this stone there as an offering.
Okay, and you will gain inspiration for doing so.
Yeah, I think that's.
As you do so, the statue is now in a much better shape than it was before. It seems to almost glitter in the sunlight, but you feel an air of emptiness and melancholy where there should be something, there is nothing. There is no response from the statue directly. It feels right. It feels like you have performed a ritual that is important. But at the same time, it feels as if there is pointedly no response. And you think for a moment of all the legends of the Elder Glass and the gods sealed away behind it to the east. And you wonder if Voltairus is one of them.
I think then the last thing they'll do is this is you tell me if you'll allow a totally like off-brand thing for just some RP, but would like to sort of cast divine favor on the shrine. It is absolutely not anything to do with what the spell does, which is just a thing that makes my weapon attacks deal extra radiant damage. But I think that they use it in a sense of just trying to put some of that radiance like into the shrine and perhaps into Voltairus, but just again like the stone, just sort of like an offering of respect and value.
Yeah, I think because you do have your level in cleric, right? So you're basically what you're doing is you're conjuring your cleric magical energy, and you are trying to commune that with prayer and sort of a devotional, like respectful wish to them to regain their former glory. And you can feel the warmth and that magic welling up within you, almost like a glowing orb that you can touch, and it sort of floats from your hand into the statue. But as it hits the statue, sort of like water running on a stone, it doesn't seep in. There's nothing porous there. It sort of splits and floats off into the weave all around you, and just sort of dissipates into the sea and the air. It returns to the fabric of nature itself. It's not as if the statue is refusing it. It's just that the statue no longer contains any scent of divinity whatsoever. It is just a statue. It cannot receive, it cannot give. And that's what you sense from it as you attempt to as much as you would will it to retain some of its former glory, that power may be beyond you or any one person.
Gotcha. I think they then just sort of like take a beat, have a moment of silence with it, and then rise.
Ronnie, that was beautiful. I don't really know what was going on, but that was very touching.
It's not clear that anything ended up going on, but it gives me concern about the way that divine powers are moving
As you
or not moving.
As you're all sort of like focused on the quiet and most of the it almost seems like the silence that you felt, the emptiness, sort of somehow permeated the air around you. What was mostly boisterous in the tavern has fallen silent in an odd moment, and then you hear laughter, but not laughter you've heard before, and not coming from inside a building, but from the right side of the statue. Not immediately, but like it feels like it might be like 20, 30 feet away.
I feel like Ronnie probably immediately like readies with like weapon and shield kind of thing.
Did the rest of us hear that too?
Of everyone.
Yes, you all heard it. You were all sort of like enjoying the silence of and sort of watching Ronnie, and then this sort of like a falcon's cry or something like that, a hawk's cry. It sort of cut the air a little bit. This laughter, a big just like loud and boisterous. And notably not muted by like being inside. It was like, it felt like someone close to you but not seen by you is laughing.
Who's there?
The laughter stops, but there's no immediate response. If you would like, you can make whoever's there can make an investigation check. Okay, great. Yeah, you've all rolled high enough based on that. There's something about the nature of the sound that felt a bit echoey to you, and felt like it was coming from behind the statue to the right of it. And so as you step forward and are just sort of looking around for the source of the sound, you see a very worn, overgrown stone staircase that sort of leads down around the back of the statue area, down a cliff face, to a small cove below. And there you see two orcs who look to be standing guard in front of a cave entrance. Or I should say a cavern entrance, as the water sort of trickles into it too. Upon seeing you guys, they immediately stand up straight and stop their goofing around, and they stare at you, ready to defend this place should they need to.
Sorry. Finn had told us about Horatio being down below, right?
Yes.
I sort of like look. Ronnie sort of looks to her and says, "We're friends of Horatio."
Yeah.
Make a deception check, please.
I mean, we could be friends. It doesn't matter. They're the same freaking modifier, regardless.
Can I give inspiration for that?
I'm gonna say because it happened so suddenly, you didn't have the time.
Okay.
In this case,
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration though, just to give me advantage on it.
certainly. And Finn,
Because I really want this to not break bad.
Finn, I would like you simultaneously to just roll another. Something catches your eye as you're looking at this, and I would like you to make another intelligence check too as you're looking at this little alcove here, this entrance to this cavern. But you can make that. Okay, so that's with advantage because that's with your inspiration, right?
Yep.
The guards, the orc guards, sort of relax a little bit, and they wave you closer towards. And so you step forward towards them. And Ink, as you're getting closer to this door frame, a thing that you will know that I think I've mentioned to you guys before, when you were at the lizard folk guy's cave, the dancing dinosaurs cave, is that sometimes people write along the door frames, giving like little hobo symbol type things around the door frames of things. So you see a particular symbol along this door frame. Finn, you see my apologies as I pull this up real quick. You see a symbol that is a crescent moon hidden behind a cloud. And based on your intelligence roll just there, you know that this is a symbol that was etched, that you've seen many times before, but most frequently on your own doorframe back home. And you know that this is the symbol of the Blackthorn Syndicate, an international crime organization that moves so secretly it is almost all but a myth. You realized at a young age that your father was either a member of it or tied to them somehow. And if you remember correctly, that this particular sign is a symbol of an affiliate business or organization, meaning it's not one of their operating bases, but this is a place that is friendly, as either a willing or unwilling partner of the Blackthorn Syndicate. And you know this because that was true of your own family business, the casino. And with that information, we're gonna wrap up the session there.
Oh boy.
I wonder if this door will also electrocute her. Yes, it will. Yeah.
Who said that?
That was Oddish. Wow, Wayne knows so many things.
Probably.
Yeah, so, thank you, everybody. That was this week's episode. What was that? Was that 9 or 10? I think that was 10, right?
This is 10.
Yeah, that was
Episode
session 10.
Episode 10. You guys. And
Netflix series when?
Netflix series when? So we are here weekly on Thursday nights. You can catch the other episodes on the VOD on my YouTube. The socials are right there. And you can also catch our other things. You can also, we'll shout out Ink Viral again. Please check out her channel when she goes live. That's Finn. She does wonderful artwork, as does Suspicious Owlbear as well. And Ree, when she does her artwork as well. Always been a big fan. We also have Reshoot movie podcast, which the person who normally plays Wayland, Ruthie, is one of the hosts on, along with Hector and Ed. And let me see here if there's anything else that I said I was going to say. Nope, I said I was going to write an outro, and I didn't. I only wrote an intro. So that's it for right now. We're going to find someone to raid out to at present. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you very much for the nice raid that we got earlier for the Dirty Rollers RPG. Please follow them as well. Thank you for the follow, Lady Mistella. And yeah, we're going to find someone else to raid out to now. We will be back next week on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern as well. And yeah, does anyone else have anything else to add? Okay, then we will just...
I'm super excited for this cliffhanger.
I know.
Oh yeah.
The lore drops. Damn.
The lore drops like the beat. Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's do New
Ready?
Baroque. I always love doing New Baroque. Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. It's magic.
Scared the shit out of me.
I scared myself, actually.
Okay, New Baroque is playing music. Very nice, very handsome dude who plays violin. What's not to love? Or maybe it's not a violin. It looks like a violin to me. Maybe it's a viola. How should I know? Okay, so we're gonna raid out to him now, and we'll enjoy some nice soothing music. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, we are raiding.
Yo, we were just
What a
about to
fun
pick
session.
a raid target.
They always are.
I'm
but-
gonna-
Yeah,
I'm gonna
they
just
always
find
are,
a
but
poll.
this is
Sorcerer, let me. I know what has made sense.
This is
to
a lot of
me.
fun.
Nothing's made sense. I've been all over the.
a lot of lore.
Sorcerer,
I'm very
recommend.
excited.
Oh yeah.
Sorcerer
The
The
scared.
plot thickens with 2 C's.
is famous.
I was just like, I was so ready to come in here and just be like,
Sorcerer on TV, I think, right?
all right, let's fight
Um,
some pirates.
Sorcerer does a variety of
And
stuff.
they're like,
makes a variety of
No,
content,
maybe
and
don't.
That's pretty cool.
Oh no,
But
everything's
you're
more
doing well.
complicated.
Since that time, no worries. It's like 12.
Yeah, no combat
AM.
this sesh. I liked that. Like,
Oh,
it
yeah,
felt-
I
know.
didn't
you felt
realize
very
there was no
immersed
I
into
think
combat.
to play you guys out.
Yeah, it was fun.
We
Um,
avoided bloodshed this once.
Yeah, I was
For
scared.
now,
I was
yeah.
scary
So
at
far.
the beginning of
Got
that
stabbed
one.
a little bit.
For our lovely mods tonight.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we did get stabbed by little. I just imagine we came out of that cave with like little paper cuts and like
Yeah,
stabbed, tiny
like-
little shallow wounds everywhere.
And you guys are gonna vote on a
Ah,
raid target.
ah.
And-
Like, I'm wearing full armor. There's no way their sticks were like breaking skin. But I'm just like, jeez,
Hey, you don't have
Possibly just-
armor